My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Good morning. Hey, everybody. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning to everybody coming in. It's good to see you, Cheryl. Shout out to my 10 people, okay? I hope you guys are doing good. It is the 9th of August. Oh my God, the time is going by so fast. Listen, it's one of those Saturday mornings. Hey, Melissa. Good to see you. Let me see. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Latasha. Hey, everybody coming in. Latasha is one of the only ones who call me by the name that I had before before I changed it to Very Carey. So if you know, you know. I've been around for a while with another name. Okay, let me see. Good morning, Olivia. Good to see you. Well, I should say, or should I say, what's the other name you had before? I don't remember. Starts with an A, I think. Happy Saturday to you. You were making coffee? Girl, I've been up for the past, I want to say, maybe 3 hours doing some work on my computer. Um, I've been bad. It is so bad. It's Saturday morning. I got up early. I'm doing some work on my computer, and I feel bad. I'm eating popcorn. Popcorn. You hear me? I mean, it was dark when I got up. So I popped popcorn, and unfortunately, that is how I started my day. I should do better, I know. Okay, I should do better, but it just is what it. Angela, I just remember the name. There you go, Angela with a W. Okay, I just remember. Okay, I remember your name, Olivia. Yeah, Latasha is one of the only few who remembers the first name I used to use when I was on here. Yeah, Olivia, I remember the name now, okay? I pay attention in these chats when I do, you know, especially as a mod, okay? That is how, not only just in life, I am a person who pays attention to details. So, yeah. Hey, AK, good morning. Hey, everybody coming in. Happy Saturday. Shout out to you if you're new to my channel. Shout out to those who've always been here. Shout out to my haters, as per usual. Hold on. I got something for you. Hold on. Where did I put? Maybe it's a good thing. Is it a good thing? Ooh, you, it's probably a good thing. No, this is for you guys. This is for the haters. Okay. I got to do that because, like, sometimes you'll be on live and you got that little negative energy you feel, and there's some crazy hater lurking around. So you have to pull for your sanitizer. You gotta spray. Like for real. You gotta spray them up. Okay, spray them out. Okay. I'm just saying. That's okay, Olivia. She says she'll never be ashamed of herself. Yeah. So it's one of those Saturday mornings. And notice I just did my little spray thing a while ago with my sanitizer. And look, two people left. Let's. I should probably do more than spray your asses out of here. Hold on. Child, yeah, we do that and get rid of who's supposed to be like out of my clouds and stuff. Cause you do know, you have your loyal haters who just they come around you even though they don't like you. It's the weirdest occurrence. It's the weirdest thing. But then I have to always remind myself that this is the beef sector and it just is what it is. You're gonna find all of this type of weird shit that happens over here. Um, yeah, so like I said, I got up early this morning and I was getting some work. I have accomplished quite a lot, but that is work. But as it relates to housework, I don't think I'm doing anything today. Like I'm supposed to be up and about getting my clothes washed and the regular cleaning up and stuff. I'm not doing shit today. Like I started off on my computer, so I guess that's just where I'll be. Hey, Sheffy, good morning. Hey, everybody coming in. So I started off doing work like that. So the fact that I didn't do a load or two, I'm not gonna. I'll just do that tomorrow or maybe tonight. I don't know. But I got up and I was listening to Deanna's live. Like I missed a whole Deanna live. I don't know when she snuck that one in. It must have been last night when I was fast asleep. Okay. What is wrong with does anybody Lord have go look at my community wall. Hey Jackie Gaines. Hey everybody coming in. I'm just kicking back. It's a lazy Saturday. Well, it's not a lazy Saturday. It's been a productive one so far because I did like 3 hours of work, but didn't do anything around the house. That's the part that that's making me feel lazy, but it's okay. So Deanna snuck a live in. What time did she go? Maybe 1, maybe 12. I don't know. Maybe I was asleep by then or I didn't get her notification. But that was a really good live, Melissa. It's on my community. Let me share this shit. Like, God damn. Hold on. This is Deanna's live from last night. So I got up and I watched 2 lives this morning, okay? So I watched Deanna's live and I watched ODS's live, okay? Let me see ODS. Let me see if I can find. Hold on. That was Deanna and this was ODS. I watched 2 good lives. You hear me? Hey, Tay. So you got to go look at both of them. So this is Deanna's one and that is ODS's live. Good morning, everybody coming in. Shout out to you guys. So Deanna was over there. I don't even think she tries, Melissa. I don't even think Deanna tries. You hear me? Cheryl, it was a good one. Deanna, oh my God. It was a good one. I could tell you that, okay? So I got up and I was listening to that. It was funny. She was talking about this lady who sits in a not a wheelchair, a power chair or whatever it's called, and how she's a crackhead. Deanna points out all the crackheads. She's been saying this for a while in this sector, and I'm just telling the God truth. We really have some junkies over here, like for real. If you really look at it, like look at some of the behaviors of these people, you could tell they are really junkies for real. Like I've been hearing her say, but not until I want to say maybe last year or the year before, I really like started paying attention to some folks. And I'm like, this is really like junky behavior. Like, this is really crackhead type shit. Like, she be talking about this lady who's almost 70 years old and she's in a power chair. Deanna says she thinks she could walk. But she uses her power chair and goes around talking about go hard. And Deanna pretty much trolls the hell out of her, like goes in her chat and trolls her to get her, to get her response and stuff. I don't know. Deanna says that woman had her hair in that braid that she has in for maybe 8 months. And I don't know. Deanna says every time she looks, the braids look like something different. French braids one day, cornrows the next day. Like it keeps flipping on her, but it's the same thing. Like, how do you have hair in for? I can't even stand wearing braids. When I put braids in my hair, they don't go past 2 weeks. And I'm being really honest. I do 2 weeks, 3 weeks max. You're not going to find me with no darn braids in my hair for too long. And that is one of the reasons why I learned to do my, well, not learn to, I have always been able to do my own hair growing up. So I put those in, I take them out, okay? And because I've been lazy these past couple years, I just do whenever I feel like. I do what's it called? Crochet braids. Okay? Because then when I get tired of them, I just pull those shit out. I want to feel my scalp, okay? But it's not about me at this point. She looks back. I need to go back and look at her because Deanna talked about her one day, and I went to look at her channel, but I just couldn't stay there. So I don't know. I may start going back. I may start going back over there. But Deanna was something else. Okay, that live was lit. You started laughing from start to finish. Okay, okay. She also, so that crazy woman that you watch, she's like, this woman is almost 70. She's up in the club. She talk about how she'd be the only one driving around on her scooter at odd hours of the night, and even the crackheads will leave her alone, or like people, like nobody troubles her, like bothers her, because they just think she's a crackhead. Hold on, hold on. Oh, that's the same lady. Oh, that's the same lady who's after Tommy. Tommy lost his channel. I heard. I'm sorry, guys. I got my allergies on me, so I'll be sneezing and stuff. Hold on, hold on. Okay, so she was talking about that lady, and my God, I was cracking up the whole time. I suggest you go watch that video. Okay. She says it's been 8 months and all of that freeziness and stuff. My God. She says she doesn't understand how the woman has not seen her scalp. Well, Deanna says she hasn't seen that woman's scalp in about 8 months. With all that frizz and stuff. I'm just saying, it's just it's just too much. I was hollering like it was too early. I was so afraid to be waking people up and stuff because I had my my headphones in and I'm listening and I'm like, it is so early. I've been up since like 4:30 or thereabout. And I don't know. I couldn't She says the woman is out there in her wheelchair, her power chair, whatever it is, and the lights be flashing and stuff like 18 wheelers and stuff flashing her to get out of the road. But then I'm done. I'm done. Okay. It is just effortless for Deanna. Okay. I'm done. One of the things she also talked about was the whole thing with Billie Jean and her production. Yeah. Deanna says you better be careful because like we'll call Medicaid on your ass because Deanna said whenever she trolled her in her own chat on her channel, like once she mentions reporting her to Medicaid for her, using that power chair even though she could walk, she says the lady takes those lives down. Okay. Man, she'll be talking about these crackheads all the time. You hear me? I think when Deanna gets bored, she goes in other sectors and trolls people out. Like trolls hard too. Whenever she gets bored of the music sector, she's like, let me go over there and fuck this place up. And then I think she knew that woman because of Tommy, I think. So you do the math, okay? You could the woman keeps going around on her scooter, bro. Go hard, go hard. Just imagine somebody who's almost 70 in a power chair talking about go hard, go in the middle of the night or in a club. The woman is even in the club with her friends and on YouTube, and her friends be like, come on, we don't want to hear any of that shit. Like, how do you be in a club and so busy on your phone trying to see what people on YouTube are saying about you? Like, come on. It's weird. It is just weird. But anywho, so like I said, Deanna was talking about the Billie Jean productions, and I want to know what you guys think, okay? Hey Resto, a number 16. Good morning. Is that a good thing? 16. Okay. Yeah. So Deanna was talking about the production. Let's talk about this Billie Jean production. Okay. Billie Jean is, I would want to say, one of those persons who she's been around here in the sector for a long time. So I know these little newbies who come around here like last year, the year before, 2 years, 3 years ago. You wouldn't know much about Billie Jean. Oh, let me get this popcorn away. I need to stop. Like, who eats popcorn this early? I need to stop. I'm gonna have a big back. Oh, I ain't eating. I'm not gonna touch any more of that shit. All right, focus. Okay, so Billie Jean has been around for a long time, and for those who know, they know. So if you just came around here 3 years ago, 2 years ago, probably the only way you'll know about Billie Jean is if you saw maybe one of her productions or heard people talk about it last year. Oh, Resto! Oh, why? Thank you, Resto. Resto said I fumbled. Oh my god, he told me to pick a number, and I picked 16. My God. I'll know what to do next time, okay? I appreciate that though, Resto, because you didn't have to do it, but you did, okay? I really do appreciate that $16. It's a lucky number, okay? 16 and 7. Those are my lucky numbers. But I appreciate you, I really do. Thank you, Resto. Mwah. Oh, I forgot you got a wife on here, so I can't be throwing kisses. But thank you, Resto. Blessings to you. Okay. Oh, okay. So, for those who knew Billie Jean, you knew that she was one of the first persons in the sector to ever do like a panel type shit. Like y'all know, I don't remember what it's called. Hold on, let me think. Grand Central Station or something like that. She did it. I remember her. She did it with Dazzler. I didn't watch a lot of it though. I'll tell you that. Like you, Dazzle and Joyce, she did that for a while. Talking on this popcorn. Hold on, this popcorn is like. Hold on, I shouldn't have never eaten that one last. Hold on, because now I'm going. Hold on, guys. got to be careful. Like, eat better in the mornings. My God. Yeah. So Billie Jean used to do that. Fast forward to right now. We don't know. Let's just get to this. Billie Jean is now known as one of the persons who does her productions. Well, we've called it productions, and the name just stuck. And for me, I just think it is her being the beef sector's historian, or it pretty much think about her as a library. So whenever stuff happens in the sector, like a big enough story, she will do a production on it. That's what we know her for. So she's like and if you think about it, what purpose does it serve? It serves a few purposes, but I want to say it serves the purpose of us remembering like major stuff. I don't want to say milestones, major stuff that's happened in the sector, storylines that's happened in the sector. So that is what she's known for. So if we want to go back in the archives to remember like a big thing that happened, we could always say, "Oh, it was done with Billie Jean did a production on it." So that is what she's known for right now. You don't see her around in a lot of chats and stuff, but she's around when she, whenever she wants to. So we look at her as the historian of the sector, the librarian, if you will, because that is how we get to remember some of the major things that has happened in the sector. Okay. That's it. That's all. Even though we sat down and watched everything, but it's like a collection of stuff. She does that every year, maybe once a year, maybe twice in some instances, but that's what we know her for. Okay. But if you notice, for those who do follow her, she did, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't she put something on her community wall one day? Like when there were different stuff that was happening, and she put on her community wall the different stories that were going on. And she asked her viewers, she asked her subscribers to tell which story she should cover, which one she should do a production on. I'm almost sure I did a poll. I am almost sure there was a poll and she gave like four options and people were to choose which one she was to do the production on. Am I or am I wrong? Is it true or not? Tebe says it was 2 weeks before. Okay. So I'm just saying, I'm hearing around the streets that Billie Jean is choosing who she wants to do production on or not. It's to make her people. Who are her people though? It's to make her people feel. I don't know. It's for her people. Hey, Deanna, Deanna, I got up early this morning and watched your live, girl. You had me almost waking this darn house up. I am done. I am right, Melissa. Go hard. Go hard. Now you're making me want to go look at that stupid woman over there. I tried looking at her the very first time you cussed her out, but I just couldn't stay. But now that you're over there trolling the bitch, I'm gonna have to start go watching her for a little, light entertainment, like for real. I'm not gonna lie. When I got up and watched that, I'm like, I could not even go back to bed. This is how comes I'm up this early. I got up and I was doing some work. So I was listening to that while I was working on my computer, right? But anywho, it is what it is. So, like I was saying, Billie Jean did in fact put on her community wall for about four different things that were happening in the sector, and people were supposed to choose what she was supposed to do the production on. Okay, so I'm thinking one of the reasons why she chose to do the Rico one is because majority of the voters said that's what they wanted. And let me go and see if her page is still up. Let me type her in because I want to make sure. Billie Jean, I don't know. Whenever I type her in, it's not easy to find her. Let me put beef sector at the end because we're going to see a lot of Michael Jacksons, right? Oh my God. Oh Lord. Hold on. Okay, I found her. Okay, so I'm looking at her post. I'm going to scroll all the way back to 2 or 3 weeks ago because I'm almost there we go. 3 weeks ago, with 204 votes, Billie Jean typed this. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really been wanting to do another production, but shit just feels so dead and boring. Am I the only one? Should I just wait and give the beef sector a chance, or is it really over? Okay, so she put a poll up, and it's oh, this is not the one I want to read. A lot of people said it's boring and there's no hope, move on, it's definitely boring, but give it a chance. Okay, let me scroll some more. I don't think that's the right one. I know I want it. Here we go. No, it's not that one. Nah, that one was like 6 months ago. Hold on hold on hold on wait. Trying to here you go. 2 weeks ago on Billie Jean's community wall. Okay, with 261 votes. Okay. Billie Jean typed on her community wall. So let's say I'm going to work on a. Let me read it the way it is. So this is Billie Jean's community wall, right? 2 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, Billie Jean said, so let's say I'm working on a state of the sector production. What would you like me to cover? Only one of these topics, a combination of them, or an entirely different subject. Leave me some ideas down in the comments section. Okay. I see the YTC saga. I see Dunn versus everyone. I see Flag and Wars. I see other. And the let me see what they said in other. So, oh, I don't see the one about Rico on this though. Wait, there was no option for Rico. Hold on. I'm looking at the comments, but I don't see no options for Rico. So I don't know what made her change her mind. But what they did was say an overwhelming 60% of the persons who voted said Dunn versus everyone. Okay. Oh, here goes another one 11 days ago. Oh, here we go. Now I have one. Here we go. The 11 days ago, the one that was done 11 days ago on Billie Jean's community wall, it says, I wanted to update this poll because I wish I had this on screen so you guys could see for yourself. Y'all go over there on Billie Jean's community wall and you'll see she posted this. And there were 430 people who voted. We had 430 respondents. Okay. So she said, I want to update this poll because a lot is going on. Vote on what you want the next production to be about. And if you have an idea that's not an option, definitely comment down below. I love y'all's feedback, okay? So, her options were as follows. Dunn versus everyone, ODS versus everyone, King Roman News versus Rico, and then 79%, which was the winner for this one, said, put it all into one big state of the sector production. Okay. So by 430 people voting, a whopping 79% of the voters said they wanted for her to do a production on all three of them. That's what they said. Do them all. Okay. So now Billie Jean decided she wanted to go do her production. It started causing problems. So now you started hearing people say, oh, it's because she's cool with King Roman. Oh, she wants her people to look good and blah, blah, blah. And I said to myself, good morning, Black Pearl. Good morning, everybody coming in. And I said to myself, is she going to make people look bad or is she going to show people what they actually did? Because everything she's going to show and we all watch for ourselves. Okay. Whatever clip she makes, it's something that we watched on your channel. It is what you did. And I'm not taking anybody's sides because y'all always seem to get stuff fucked up. Like people care enough to like be taking sides and shit. Like get the fuck up out of here. Anywho, so she's like, uh, which one do you want? The people chose, and she decided to make one. She did her trailer, and when the trailer came out, child, when that trailer came out, everybody started getting upset. Oh my God, once that trailer came out, like everybody was, well, not everybody, but everybody had different views. And that's the beef sector. You're supposed to, have your own views and opinions. But for me, I think I have two thoughts on this. One is that we all watched everything on the different channels. It may be beneficial to those who don't watch a lot of beef sector channels or don't have the time. So when it's all put together, they could put everything together and it becomes cohesive. So like, they can put stuff together and understand what happened. So I can see it like that. I can see where it also helps us to have something to talk about. Like, I don't know. Big up yourself, only one. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. But on the other hand, we watched all of this shit already. Okay. So we already knew what happened. And then I'm like, remember, she's pretty much, this is her thing. She's the beef sector librarian slash historian. So like whenever a major thing occurs in the sector, she does a production on it. It just is what it is. And it's for the history books. Put it that way. Oh Lord, we're talking about history books. This is crazy. I'm even saying this. But you know what I mean, right? So she's like the beef sector historian, and we get to like relive some of the stuff and see what we missed and put stuff together. Okay? That's it. That's all. However, there goes another side to this whole thing because in order for you to use people's content, you got to, contact the actual owners of the content, to seek permission to use their stuff. So I get that part too, because I can see why, Rico got upset. Uh Jay Dunn got upset because they're saying you didn't ask permission to use my content. Not only that, Jay Dunn doesn't like nobody using her content. So, it's gonna have some type of conflict when it comes to doing the production. So that in itself is gonna be an issue. Okay. I think I missed the message. Hold a chat. Hold on. Oh, all y'all lying, stop and shut the F up. Good morning. Oh, you said if we were here, why do we need a production? And that's also a good point too. Because if you sat through all the different channels and you watched everything live and direct, do you need to watch it again? Probably not. But then there are some folks who be working, some folks who may, just be caught up with stuff going on in life. They didn't see everything. So with her putting the time in to put everything together, for them, it kind of helps them. And then you know what happens after that? After the production is done, everybody goes to their channel and it brings a whole lot of content after that. Because who is mad, who is cussing each other out, it just brings more content to the sector, actually, if you really think about it. Tay Bay says the subbies want it, but then get with their fave and be fake like they didn't vote. Baby, that vote, let me go back to her channel. I'm going to tell you how many people vote because I think it was about 430. Let me go back and look. So if you go to her page from 11 days ago, 430 people voted and 79%, majority, said they wanted this production with everything combined. Dunn and everybody, ODS and everybody, King Roman News and everybody. 79% said they wanted to see this production. Okay. Okay, Miss Olivia. Baby, you heard what I've been doing. All y'all lying. I get it. I get that. No one, all y'all lying. Stop and STFU says no one should be using anyone's content ever. Just my opinion, which is valid, very valid, because it's their intellectual property at the end of the day. So unless they, ask permission, I can see it. So yeah, Rico dropped down. Hey, Rico. Rico says, as long as my content is not played. Alia Line says, I'm one of 10. Not to leave you. Okay, so you're not in the 75, 79%. Okay. So, Rico, if huh, were you cool with Billie Jean before, Rico? Or is it just now, like since this happened? Because I did watch your video, Rico, where you said you saw Billie Jean over by King Roman News more than you see her in your chat. So why now is she wanting to use your content? I think I saw that when I know I saw you do a video saying that. So I'm just wondering if you're saying that she's gonna do it and make her friend look like she's in a good light. Let me see what Rico says. Rico says, I never had a problem. So you've never had a problem with her. So what was different this time around? What was different this time around? Let me see. He says, I tell this to everyone. And I saw you send that $10 back. Who was that person who sent it again? Was it what's the name of that channel that does these shit? I don't remember the name of the channel right now. But I remember seeing that $10 that they sent for Billie Jean to be able to use your work. Let me see if Rico's typing anything. Rico says, yes, she's cool with him, not me. Never came to my channel. Okay, so this is the stance you're taking. Oh, so this is the where you're taking it from. So you're saying that because you've never seen her at your channel, so you're saying Billie Jean never came to my channel. She's cool with Roman, so you're saying why is she using your content? So that's the reason. Okay. So that is what plays the role, you say. Okay. All right. You can't tell you how to think or feel. It's your material at the end of the day. Hey, Candy Cane. Good morning. Hey, everybody coming in. Shout out to my regular 10 people who come through. You know I love you guys. Shout out to my 10. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So that is pretty much it with the whole Billie Jean saga. Well, not Billie Jean, the production that was supposed to happen. So I'm thinking because of that, some stuff happened. For he doesn't have you blocked, Olivia, I'm guessing, okay? Okay. So that's pretty much what I was saying to myself. So Billie Jean wanting to do that production, the 430 voters wanting to see that production, because if you really go back and look, uh people were interested in the different topics. You know, the one from 2 weeks ago, the one that got baby. If you really look, it's the people who wanted it. Okay, they wanted it. Those 430 votes. So in my mind, I'm saying, is the production gonna make people look bad, or is the production gonna show people what happened? Because that's really my point. Is it supposed to make one side look better than the other side? Or is it just showing, like, hey, this is what actually happened? I'm putting the pieces together. I'm telling a story. Let us just say she's a storyteller. I don't know. Everybody's gonna have their own opinions, and I'm very much okay with that over here because I don't feel like my opinion should be imposed on anybody else because we're not supposed to think the same. No, I heard about that. All y'all lying, stop. I heard that he did a he took it up on himself to do the production because let's read what Billie Jean said on her wall. Billie Jean left a long ass comp post on her wall. Well, it's not long. Like people keep talking about people writing like long stuff. Like it is because your attention span is probably short. I don't know. So Billie Jean left something on her wall like 3 or 4 days ago. Well, 3 days, as this says. Billie Jean says, I want to take a moment to speak to all of you directly and from the heart. So, of course, I've been working hard on a new production, but things have taken a turn I can no longer ignore. As some of you may know, in past I was doxxed and my place of employment was contacted in an attempt to get me fired. Since releasing the trailer to my upcoming production, one of the individuals I'm covering has crossed serious boundaries. She has reached out to the individual who previously doxed me and called my job in an attempt to harm me for releasing this production. She seems to be trying to gather more of my personal information to escalate things even further. Now, baby, let me tell you something. When I read this, I typed in the comment because I'm like, oh my God, somebody's trying to get it. I didn't even know at the time what had happened, or I didn't even know it was Jay Dunn she was referring to. Because I remember I read the post and I'm like, oh my God, they're trying to come get in your personal life, huh? Can't leave it on you. I didn't even know something had happened over there by Trish's channel that Jay Dunn had spoken to, what's his name? Jason, in an attempt to get information about Billie Jean. So not until maybe after did I find out about that. I'm like, what? Okay. And this was regarding to her possibly using her material for her production. All right, so let me continue reading what Billie Jean said. So Billie Jean says, because of this, I've made the difficult but necessary decision after much thought to step away from this project and retire from making productions about the beef sector entirely. Oh my God. So she plans on just not doing anything else regarding any productions at all. This is crazy. Okay, let me continue reading. My safety, my peace, and my real life are more important than any video. I can handle a flag, I can handle the scrutiny, I can handle the trash talking, but at this point, the risk is no longer just online, it's personal. To those of you who have supported me, stood by me, encouraged me, defended me, and poured love into what I do, I can't thank you enough. Your words, your kindness, your support, and your loyalty have meant more than I can express here. It's been so fun producing these videos for you guys, and I absolutely love spending release days with you. They were one of my favorite things to do. You truly made all of this worth it, even in the hardest moments. To my production team, K Fit and Mrs. Kimberly, thank you, ladies, so much for stepping in to help me out with these videos. Your support and hard work have helped make my production so much better. I can't thank you enough for all that you've done, and I will truly miss working on these with you. I couldn't have asked for a better team than you two ladies. As much as I don't want to, I will be saying goodbye to this chapter, but please know that I love you all so much and really appreciate all of your support and love. I know this is something that some of you may not want to hear, but I'm choosing myself, my peace, and my future, and I hope you'll understand why. Thank you for the years of laughs, drags, and love, Billie Jean. Oh my. So that's that. Whew. Let me take a breath because I did read. I read all of it. Okay. I read all of it. And majority of the people in her comment section were in agreement with her. They're like, okay, I don't blame you. Choose yourself, and they were wishing blessings on her and stuff. I cannot see anything bad so far in the comment section. So people are pretty much understanding her, her stance. And some of them are pretty much saying, it's not worth it, So I guess I can't go through all of this. Somebody in here says, I'm fairly new, but I did enjoy your productions. But if your livelihood is more important, so blah, blah, blah. So you see, like, there you go. I think I scrolled through all of them. Now, after Billie Jean decided not to do the production anymore, here comes the celebrity bedbug Shakim. I'm like, what the fuck is he coming over here talking about? Like, he is so comfortable in this sector these days. But who am I? I'm just here talking on my channel, barely know any English, but I'm just doing my.
Very Carrie needs your help. All the dumb bitch does is speak patois. We need to help her forget all about her culture so she can speak with an American accent and fit in. Please contribute to the Learn to Speak English Foundation and get her enrolled in the Rosetta Stone courses. Classes are starting soon. She will learn grammar, accent training, vocabulary building and formation of sentences to name a few. Please help the poor dumb bitch. Help her.
Help me enroll in an English class soon, baby, because you know I can't spell for shit. I can't read. I can't talk. My God forbid I sound different. Ooh. But anyways, long story short, this dude said he's going to do the production. I don't know the ins and outs of what he said after that because I think I heard it on YouTube cameras. And I'm not going to go anywhere else to find out what he said after because I'm not subscribed to him, so I don't watch him. I have no clue what he says or does on his channel. I did hear, where did I hear it? Was it by ODS? No, I was over by Jay Dunn last night. And that is when I heard that he is the one who's going to be taking it up on his back to do a production. And he released a trailer. I don't know what the hell was on that trailer, and I don't intend to find out. Not going to look. My 1 cent, my penny that he's going to get for me clicking on his link. That is not going to happen, okay? So now I hear that he's doing it, and I'm saying to myself, like, what qualifies him to be able to do a production like this? What history does he know? What makes him think that he is qualified or accepted? You know what I think is making him feel this way? The fact that he got like a golden, not a red carpet, but a golden carpet to come in this sector and cause havoc and stuff. So he's done it for a year or more. The golden carpet was laid out for. So in his mind, he is full of beef sector. He's no longer Umar sector, okay? Because there's so much content going on over there in the Umar sector. You would have thought they would have capitalized on it, but nah, it is too easy to do some lazy work over here in the beef sector. Like they'll suck this shit up before I go do Umar sector content. Like the Umar sector is over there sizzling like crazy, because they're doing content on him being broke and stuff about his daughter and all of that. So I thought they'll be like talking about that, but no, they're doing beef sector, I guess. But who am I? Just another bitch who can speak English. Let me continue. So I heard that he did a whole trailer and he's supposed to be doing it. Good luck with that, because I don't know, I don't think I'll be watching it. It just is what it is. So because he got that red carpet treatment, now he feels he's beef sector and he could do certain things. But we all know, and I think the dynamics of the beef sector has changed. I want to say, like, the people who are here now are not necessarily like beef sector subscribers. There are people who came over here from different sectors or just found this area of YouTube and have just been here for a while. So not all the time when you see certain numbers for videos or live streams, it doesn't mean that it represents like those who are like the authentic beef sector subscribers and supporters. I'll just say that we got a lot of new folks, especially after COVID ended. Like, come on. So that is how that goes. When you see those numbers, it's not a representative of the real beef sector. I don't know. Maybe it's just some of the sheeps though, but the sheep, sorry, not sheeps. But yeah. All your line stop says it's always. I put the link in the chat for those who want to give any commentary on this that happened. Let me know if you want to give me any commentary on the whole situation with the production that's not gonna happen. It's always biased to me, and we heard it all before. Yeah, a lot of people are saying we watched it before. Why do we need to watch another production? I get that part because we were all there when it happened. But then, like I said earlier on, for those who were not able to catch everything, like through work and other stuff that's happening in their lives, they may not have caught everything. So the production will probably help. And of course, for the beef sector purpose, it stands as, record keeping, for want of a better term to use, because she's like the librarian, the historian. But I do get your different views. Some people say it's going to be biased. Some people say to hell with it. I already watched on the people's channels. Why would I watch that? And some people are saying like, this is just going to be like way too biased. I don't need to watch it. And if the content creators are not going to gain from it, why should Billie Jean gain from it? I've heard that too. I've heard different stuff, okay? I'm just saying. Let me go back to the chat. An active court case is ongoing. Nobody should be weighing in on it. What? Who's active case? Is it the one about 88? Who? I don't know. Good morning, Miss Bernice. Thank you for liking the video. I appreciate that. Okay, let me see. Good morning, please. Everybody coming in. Good morning. I appreciate you for passing through. Subpoena starts showing up. I bet everyone should. All y'all line is not playing. I agree. She doesn't. I agree. She shouldn't do it. Although her last one was super biased, but who isn't? I am behaving only one. He crosses so many boundaries that the old beef sector wouldn't put up. AK, you are so correct. He does some stuff, and I don't see everything he does. I can only say what I see if I'm watching like a YouTube cameras and I hear commentary or see stuff happen, or wherever I go. But I don't know what he does, like, because I definitely don't watch him. But he does cross boundaries. He did a lot when he just came here, when he was over there by Lemons. He did a lot. But he's now accepted. They burped him and everything, and he's good right now, I guess. And old beef sector would have never put up with half of the stuff. And this is why I'm saying the dynamics of the sector has changed. We have different content creators. You got content creators who wants to get along so their numbers stay up. It's just like a whole lot of different stuff that's changed the sector. And you have people who also don't have morals. So let's put that in there too. Okay. Please says, gotta blame the sector for blocking beef sector content creators from doing beef sector stuff. It leaves it open for new people who don't fear the threats. There you go. There goes another opinion right there. AK says he is not beef sector and he doesn't know the history. All your line says he is a Billy Gold in an ill. So that's I'm not laughing. Hold on. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, not to the video, but to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you. All right, let's keep going. AK says some of them made him comfy. That is why he's running amok. They'll flag him. So I want to know if he's going to do this production coming up. Why does he think he's gonna get away with using Jay Dunn's material or Rico's material? Rico, you're in here. So can Shakim use your material, Rico? Let me know. I don't think ODS is gonna have a problem. I don't think King Roman News is gonna have a problem. But when it comes to Jay Dunn and Rico, okay, when it comes to Jay Dunn and Rico, are they gonna allow you to use their content? That's the part I want to know. Let's see if Rico is still in the clouds or Jay Dunn, because how is he planning on doing the production? Yesterday I said over there by Jay Dunn, I'm like, Crazilla has always done these funny beef sector cartoons and stuff. At this point, just Crazilla should just do a production. Shit. Crazilla should just come out with a production at this point. Shit. Hold on, let me see. Please says the sector can thank Jay Dunn for the L that's being taken because Billie Jean is no longer doing it. Beef sector wants a production, so they are giving him the information. Ciao. This does not in any way shock me that they're giving him the info or, whatever. It's the same way when different people started coming over here. Remember when grown folks just came over here, ZX? Didn't you see how many people started flocking over there and giving him beef sector content creation, giving them all that information and stuff? They just started going over there voluntarily giving information about other people and stuff. I'm like, so like it's always been happening. Okay. It's always been happening. Like people just go over and just sell their own people out. Like this is how a lot of folks got sold into slavery. Blacks on blacks. I'm telling you. They sold their own people, I tell you. Hold on. They let these people do whatever they want over here. I'm over it. A lot of us are over it, Candy Cane. Trust and believe. And people keep saying, but we want new people to beef with. There are content creators. People just started seeing LaDon. Look at how long LaDon has been over here supporting people. Like, there's so many people who have channels doing stuff Or maybe if they didn't notice that a lot of outsiders, I think I saw Right to Be Told has a channel too. Um, the thing is, maybe they noticed that a lot. Who is this keeps messaging me? The thing is, maybe a lot of people who are here in the sector who want to start a channel or who already has a channel, they don't do too much on here because they already know that the outsiders get a lot of support. So maybe they don't want to start doing anything. Sour Patch started her chat putting content on her channel, and Sour Patch has been around for a long time. Let's just look at the different numbers between a Sour Patch and some other outsiders. Let's do that for the next few months, okay? But then again, all right, let's go. All Line says, I don't like captions, so I don't enjoy her product. Oh, okay, okay. You want to hear the audio, you want to hear people talking and stuff. Well, now she really ain't be benefiting. However, someone outside of the sector, of course, somebody else is gonna, of course, somebody else is gonna, of course, and let me put this part in. Of course, a male is gonna benefit. Of course, a man will benefit. Let me put that part in it. Let's make it a gender thing too. Of course, the male will get support. Of course. Oh my god, let me keep looking at these comments, child. Hold on. AK says the new people are content creators and sub. There you go, AK. I think I'm way behind in the chat. Am I that far back? Hey, Lady Buzz, good morning. Please says Shakim is using other materials, so if they were on panels, the CCs are letting him use it. Okay. Tebe says, so how does it work if he uses someone else's content, but then they were on the panel? Which panel though? It depends on which panel you're talking about, because that's different. Because if it's directly from the channel holder, that's different. But if it's from the panels, maybe he'll be fine if he's cool with that content creator. I don't know. Let me see. Can he still be flagged by the ones who are on the no, because it's not their content. The content belongs to the person whose channel it happens on. Now, I've seen and heard some people on here talking about if you play any content that I was on, I'm gonna flag because you're using like how does that content become yours? It didn't happen on your channel. Like I've seen some people get ahead of themselves. Like I'm just saying, if it didn't happen on your channel, it's not your content. It's not your intellectual property. So you cannot tell people what they can and cannot play. I've heard that happen before some time back, okay? So I heard AK because I hear that all he does is play other people's content. So I don't know what the sector has become. The sector has become a let me play your content. I don't know. We need another name for the beef sector. I don't know. Is it time for a name change? I don't know. So him doing this production may get him flagged. I don't know. I won't be watching. Please says the beef sector uses new people as tools to fight each other, and that's how new people get in so easily. That's a very good point, please. A very good point right there. Tebe says, okay, there you go. One Up says, I think, good morning, One Up. One Up says, I think the difference is Shakim doesn't give a damn about being doxxed or flagged. Well, I guess he'll be creating a new channel soon, especially using Jay Duns. I don't know if Rico is still in here for me to know if he's gonna flag Shakim if he uses his content. I like LaDon. Once she get over the initial high from going live, she might calm down. Good morning, Auntie Donna. Good to see you. You are working, Olivia. I won't be doing anything today because I did not start off how I usually do. I normally I'll be up like at 5 doing my laundry and stuff. But since I got up and I was on my computer all morning, doing work, I cannot do it. Today is going to be one of those lazy Saturdays, so I'll be watching everybody today. Well, the ones I'm subscribed to today. Okay, let me see. Please says, my whole thing is, and guys, remember the link is pinned if you want to say anything. My whole thing is we can't blame the outsiders or men for what's happening. The sector and women have to take responsibility for handing the content over. And that is also a very important point, because I've been saying this, other people have been saying this. Then you got some subscribers who are afraid to say this, that the sector was handed over on a silver platter to the outsiders. And I always say this, and I don't have a problem with networking. Like I said, I have no problems with finding new content creators, new people and stuff. That's not the problem. It's the how it was done. It was the need to to have content, or to have, like, a lot of people flock into your channel to see certain stuff. But at the end of the day, in the long term, what does it do for you? Because then those same people who you promote, they start getting bigger than you. That is what's going to happen in the long term. So you can look at the short term benefits right now, but what is going to happen in the long term? Eventually, you may fade away, and these new people are going to be the it. Okay? I'm just saying. Let me keep going and minding my black business. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me scroll. The old beef sector is dead. Y'all got to let it go. But the thing is, it's not dead, one up, because the old people, the people who were here from its inception, they didn't go anywhere. They didn't go anywhere, so they're still here, and they still represent the beef sector at the end of the day. So we cannot say whatever the newer people are doing is the only thing that is considered beef sector material. You know what I'm saying? What are we supposed to do? Like, the people who've been here before, they're not dead. They're still here. They still have their opinions about what's going on. I'm not saying we got to hold on to everything, but at the same time, it's a way that stuff needs to get done. It's a way to do stuff. And that is why people say the sector is dead all the time. But baby, whenever it's quiet down on here, something is always brewing in the back. You hear me? There is always something brewing. Whenever it gets still on here, just know that there's something brewing, and something is just something's gonna come up. Okay. Let me see. There's no content. Everyone just plays others' content. I'm sick of hearing the same thing all day. I know for a fact, if I watched something on a channel and somebody else goes to play it on theirs, I'm not watching that shit. I am not going to watch the same thing for 4 hours and then go back and watch and listen to the same thing again. I'm sorry. Unless you're trying to prove a point and you picked something specific out of the live, I'm not watching that twice. I'm sorry. Okay. Only one Sosa is busy. I'll need to do a quick. Oh, you're doing the thing on your Saturday, girl. Look at Olivia. Good morning, Miss Toby. That is what. We need a different name, Miss Toby. Maybe we could call the beef sector the reactor sector, or we could still have beef sector, but call the newer version the reactor sector. Let's react to what happened on this person's channel. Let's react to what that everybody's reacting to something else. I'm not saying it cannot be done, but I'm also saying that people also need to take the time to produce actual content, okay? And I could say this. I don't always do beef sector content, baby, but I'll be trying to find things to do with my audience, okay? Albeit some of the times I come up with ideas over here, I see it on other people's channels, so I've just resorted to not saying some of the stuff I have in mind. But I'll come over here and do my own shit. And that's my content. I'll be playing games, Jeopardy, whatever the fuck I feel like doing, talking about different topics, okay? And it just is what it is. It's my content. And there's nothing wrong with reviewing or talking about stuff that happened, but it's the way it's being done, baby. It is the reactor sector. Ooh, we got names. Let me write these down. We got names. Hold on. Let me write these down. Let me grab my phone and get to my notes. So we got 2 names so far. So we got, hold on, the reactor sector. We got the recycle sector. Let me see if I see more down here. Hold on. Once we all go to the old beef sector's funeral, the better. Please and one up. They say the sector is dead. But the thing is, please and one up, we cannot say that. You know why? Because maybe your focus is on the ones that are doing the stuff to kill the sector, but you're not watching the ones who are still doing old school beef sector. You don't see James. You don't see Deanna. You do not see Reed. You don't see Jay Wilson. Who else doing old beef sector? There are quite a few people who are still doing old beef sector. But the thing is, the masses focus on the ones who are not doing old school beef sector. And that is why you say the sector is dead. You're focusing on the ones that's killing it at this point. You're not watching the one. Rick is still doing all beef sector. Like there are so many people who are still doing old beef sector. So the ones who say that they miss the old beef sector is because you're not watching old beef sector. How about that? How about that? Jay Dunn is over there doing old beef sector. Hold on, let me see. The beef sector used to be like Bravo. No, it's Zeus Network, cheap and tacky. I agree with you on that one. It has certainly watered down, like certainly watered down. Okay, let me see what this says. Let me call it the Zeus sector. I'll put that one in. Okay, so we got 3 names for the beef sector: the reactor sector, the recycle sector, the Zeus sector. Let me see if I'm too far behind in the chat. Hold on. All y'all lying. Stop. Let me see. I recently changed. Oh, you two are talking about decor. They are only one Sosa. I know things evolve one up. I know, but it's just the way in which things are being done for some people. That is why you had the town hall meetings. That's why you had the round table discussion and stuff. Like some people still like that kind of content, you know? And they're just noticing that the content is fading away. That's the part. So even though things are evolving, do you think people just reacting to stuff on channels like that's enough content? So pretty soon there'll be nothing, no content, and everybody's just reacting. It's the reactor sector at this point. Is it still the beef sector? Reaction sector. I'm all reactor. Is reactor a word? Hold on. I feel stupid saying that. Hold on. Is it supposed to be reaction and not reactor? Let me see if I can find. Okay, we're good. Reactor, a person who shows an immune response to it. Hold on. Hmm. Okay, we could use it. One that reacts. Okay, good. Okay, all right, we can work with it. Tofu sector, we cannot because guess what? What's his name? What's his name? Sir King. Sir King had called his sector the tofu sector because he said there was no longer any beef. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. At one point, he says the beef sector is not the beef sector anymore, or he's not a part of the. How did it go? I don't want to ever lie on that man. But that's one of the reasons why it was called the tofu sector. No, tofu alley. Is that what he called it? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Ooh. Yes, it's the beef sector. They're renaming the beef sector. They say it's the reactor sector, the recycle sector, and the Zeus sector. We got 3 new names, okay? Well, I put the Zeus one in it from that comment I saw. Hold on. Am I way behind in the chat? Y'all Cooling. I was watching Cooling in the Bushes last night too. I had no idea who the person was she was reacting to. But Cooling, you're always behind in your chat. I don't want to be Cooling. Hold on. I love you, Cooling, okay? Hey, Jay Dunn. Did you hear me ask you, Jay Dunn, earlier on when I was saying if yourself and Rico do not approve of Billie Jean using your content for the production, what does Shakim think he's going to do with your content? So I was saying to myself, what is going to happen? So I was asking you and Rico. Rico was in here earlier on, like, what is going to happen there? I haven't seen the trailer, nor do I intend to look at it. But I just want to know how he's going to do a reaction, if he's going to use anything from your channel. Unless he's using it from other channels that he's cool with the content creator, that the rentals or something. Yeah. Let me see. Ooh, I caught up. Yay! Okay, I caught. I thought I was way behind. Okay, I caught up with all the comments. Yeah, so we were talking about the production and the fact that Billie Jean is no longer gonna do it based on stuff that happened over there by Trish when you clicked on the link to talk to Jason, based on the fact also that Rico said you're not my supporter, you're over there by King Romans all the time. So, you know, she also said that once it's going to affect her personal life, it's not worth it. So she's putting a cap on um doing production. She's done with it, okay? You think they meant devolve? Change is natural, change is supposed to occur. So devolve is a good way to look at it, Louie. Good morning, Louie. That's a good way to look at it. So I think it was one up who says the beef sector has evolved and stuff, but Louis seems to think different. Like it has devolved. So it's moved from, the OGs or the people who are doing good content and stuff. So they've put their power over to a lower level type shit. I don't know. I don't want to call it lower level, but that's what the DE stands for. So they passed on their powers. Let's put it that way. Pass on their powers to a whole different sector. We can look at it that way. So, has the beef sector evolved or devolved? That's a good topic. Y'all could go steal that and talk about it because y'all know you steal stuff from my clouds all the time. And speaking of clouds, let's do the important thing. Wait. Had to spray those folks out. They know themselves up in my fucking clouds all the time. Chill. Okay, let me look at these comments. So, or hold on. Let's see if we could do this as a debate in the chat, or you could click the link. Has the beef sector devolved, or have they evolved? Did they devolve in the sense that they handed the sector over to other folks, or did they evolve gradually? To a more advanced state. Where are they now? Are we seeing progression? Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Did the beef sector evolve or devolve? And in the midst of all of this, I am never going to leave out this part. Stop acting like the beef sector was all perfect and stuff, because people were doxing, people were touching people's personal lives, people were turning up to people's churches and family homes in the old beef sector. Y'all got to always remember those parts. Okay, people were going to jail. People were on their last breath trying to dox people. Like, you got to remember the negative parts of it too. So it's not all cotton candy and rainbows and stars and like sweet stuff and sugar and honey. Nah. Okay. Let's never forget that. Okay, let me go back to the chat to see what I missed. Ooh, yeah, she was playing that live. How long ago did it happen? But I do remember watching it, the original, when it happened. He's using from other channels because I will strike him. Okay, all right. So this is your response. Jay Dunn says he's using from other channels because I will strike him, and Rico will also. Plus, they are both from Detroit. Rico said he could see him when he visits his mom next month. I think I heard him say that. But I think he said his grandmom, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I did hear Rico say that on your channel last night. Because he was saying the area that he was from. And he was saying, I think he said it was on the outskirts, I think. So, Detroit. So you mean to tell me, Rico, you're planning to make a visit if needs be when you go home? My God, today. Evolve into what? I don't know, ladybugs. It's supposed to be something better. Okay. I don't know. It's evolving, meaning it's changing. It's developing into something, but what is it developing into is the thing. I don't know. Is it advancing? Is it enhanced in any way? I don't know. I don't know. Has the beef sector devolved or evolved? And AK says devolved definitely. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Devolve means transferring power to a lower level. The beef sector has definitely devolved. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going to. Hold on. Let me tap the screen because this mouse. One up says, do y'all think the content back in the days was built on some type of betrayal in a sense? And now there is no trust. That is no meetups, no real friendships being formed to break up, etc. I don't think so. Because guess what? James is having a trip soon. Mother will be having a trip soon. I heard that there are some other trips coming up, but I don't know. I'm not paying attention to it. I heard that there is another one coming up, but I'll just talk about the one I know about with Mother. If you mean stuff like with VS and those other people who met up and Sean and how they fell out, different people who fell out and stuff, who met at the different gates. I don't know. Talking about either to meet up with didn't King Roman and his crew meet up and they're perfectly fine? Isn't that over a year ago? So people still are cool when they because baby, I was about to say that, but I won't. Let me just hold on. I'm being good. Okay. All right. Let me go back. Where was I? So let me go back. Let me see if anybody answered one up's answer. Okay, all y'all lines stop. And I gotta call the whole name out. Ah! Says, I miss the genuine content. I'm sick of the plays and fake storylines. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I remember. I thought he had another grandma, Jay Dunn. But I do remember his grandma died. Hold on. There's no content. Everyone just, where am I? I think I'm way behind. I think I messed up. I went too far up, I think. Where the hell am I? Oh, that's why he was going to the. Okay, that is why he said, grandma. Okay, because he was going to the graveside. There you go. I don't know where I am in this. Let me get rid of this stupid StreamYard link thing that is messing me up around here. Like, who the hell is gonna promote StreamYard? Like, get the. I don't want this message back here. I am not putting that in my chat. Like, who is promoting StreamYard? Matter of fact, I don't even think I'm going to be paying for StreamYard anymore. Hold on. Where was I? Did anybody answer One Up's question? So I think he's going to the graveside, I guess. Yeah. It's elementary and juvenile. I know you do. It's Lysol away because you do know I have some people who for the life of me, I don't get it. They don't like me, but they come up in my clouds and they watch me. And every time I sense them near me, you know I got to get my Chloracell, my bleach, and my sanitizer. They dislike me, they despise me, but they still watch me. And every time I get the urge to do this, and I always notice the numbers drop when I do it for a reason. and the numbers drop. Like, get the fuck up out of my face, baby. I gotta do like regular house cleaning in here. Like, how do you not like someone but you still stick around where they are? Notice I tell you, if I don't like you, I'm not watching you. You won't see me in your chats. Okay? Like, get the fuck up out of here with your fake arse. Okay? So that was Lysol. It definitely was. I gotta keep my space clean. I got snakes. I got people with the we got to do some load shedding and stuff from time to time. So that's basically it. Okay. I should get a road spray. Spray on the little dirty junker them, don't it? Junker elimination spray. Me need to get one of them there. Yeah, man. Yeah. Okay, so I'll probably get one of those. Yeah, I should do one with a road spray. My God, get rid of them. Like, I need rat traps, I need road spray, I need Clorox, I need a lot of stuff. Like, get these people away from me. Okay, so, ooh, and I was telling you I watched ODS last night. Like, ODS is live. Well, if you scroll all the way up, you'll see I dropped his link and Deanna's link for you guys to go watch those two videos that I watched last night. Those were cool. Over there by ODS, it was kind of hilarious for me because Rick was up on there. You could tell he was lit. Okay. You can tell he was lit. Okay. So I watched those two videos before I came on here. So what was funny to me was that lady who clicked the link. I don't remember what her name is. Tiffany or T something. She was over there. And Rick was like roasting her the whole time, or I don't want to call it trolling. What was it? The cleaning up girl. What was it? Whatever the right terminology is. You know, I don't speak English. Like that word would not be in my vocabulary. Like, I don't know. Y'all gotta help me. So I watched ODS. He did a late night. So I didn't catch it until this morning when I got up like really early. But when I was watching it, I don't know what he did with the comments. Did he edit the video or something? Because I like watching the comments. Like, this lady clicked the link. The lady clicked the link and she was there as a fan. Okay. So she was coming up to talk about how she liked Rick Reed. But the same person she came up to talk about how she liked how he read people for the facts of their lives and stuff. He was over there giving he was over there trolling her ass too. It was in fun, and she took it like a G. Because, baby, I would have probably gotten off. Because the minute she started talking, Rick started asking her if she had teeth in and everything, and I'm like, imagine this woman. Imagine this woman came up to talk about how she liked Rick and she's been watching him for a while, and talking about how he read people for the facts of it. So she came up to do that, and Rick just started roasting the hell out of her. It was light work though, but she kind of took it on her chin and she was good about it. Okay, only one so shout out to you. Okay. And be careful out there on the road. So Rick was over there like roasting her, talking about her wig, asking if she had teeth in and all of that. I'm just saying that was hilarious. Okay. But she answered all the questions. She didn't care enough. She was just, I don't know if she was drunk. But shout out to Leandris Vines because she was up there too. She didn't stay for too long. But Leandris was up there. Everybody knows Leandris has been around for a long time. ODS thought Leandris was gonna come up doing her little drunk thing, but it didn't happen. Okay, but Rick was over there talking about how that lady's mouth looked twisted, and if she was clamping her mouth down so her teeth wouldn't move, or talking about how she didn't have the polydent. Is it called polydent or polygrip, whatever it was? Like, she was saying that she didn't have enough polygraph in for those teeth to stay up. Like he kept on asking her to say words with S in it, and like, oh my god, like for real. I'm not laughing at all. I don't know the lady. Shout out to her though. Mm-mm. I'm just saying, it was fun. I was laughing for the whole time. And this is why I said I this morning when I got up on it, those were the only two videos I watched. I watched Deanna and ODS. It was funny, it was just, a fun time. That's all it was. Okay. That's all it was. But Rick really did that woman bad, and she stayed up there for the whole course. She took all the meals. She took every single course you could think, and she ate all of it. Okay. I don't know, but she wasn't pronouncing some of her words well, especially the ones with the S. And Rick was making fun of her, asking if she had all her teeth. And he was like, "Are you sure you have all your teeth in?" Okay, all y'all line. Have a good day. At least you're cooking for your children. Okay, I'm just saying. At least you're doing what you should do, baby. Some people are not. Some people got up this morning. They don't got shit to do. All they got to do is feed an animal. Okay. They don't have to worry about whether or not their child is eating. And I said that. I said that. Okay. Whoever wants to take it up, lift it, turn it, twist it, do whatever you want. But I said that. Okay. The fuck? Who cares? Like, get the fuck up out of my face. I don't care about you, bitch. Anywho, that was that. I don't know. Those were the two lives that I watched, but I was really, really entertained. Not very often you get to go to lives where it's not a lot of shouting back and forth and stuff, and you get to get some like really good jokes. I don't know why the hell. I don't know if the what's it called, the chat didn't upload, or if ODS took it down, but yeah. It was funny. It was the roasting that Rick did to that woman for me, because he was just was Rick drunk? Was he drunk? I don't know. I don't know if Rick was drunk, okay? I'm just saying. That woman is up there shouting out everybody from her sector that she watched. And it was like a whole long list. Some of them I've never heard before and stuff, but she was proud of her sector, baby. Okay. She was proud of her sector. That's all I gotta say. ODS was talking also about like people trying to get. He kind of understand what's happening with Billie Jean, but he also talked about the fact that they did the same thing to him too over here. So when it came up about Tulsa trying to contact his workspace and stuff, he didn't really care too much, because he's like, this has happened before. The people at my job know what I do on here. When I come on here, I don't represent T-Mobile. So, you calling them, it's not going to do anything, because he says he actually has that with them trying to get him fired from his job the first time. It actually landed him a good job over there by T-Mobile, because now they have him doing stuff as it relates to social media and stuff. So what they meant to hurt him actually helped him, and he's getting money off of that. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you know, you know, I'm just saying. Let me read what this chat is saying. My kids, oh, I read that already. Let me hasten go on, go on where I go. Go on where I go, so nobody would mess. Go on, go buy your things. Right, Linda? What they tried to do to hurt him actually helped him. So, you know, like I said, the beef sector, as much as people talk about how they love the old beef sector, blah, 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 we should never forget that people in the old beef sector used to call people's jobs, used to try to get people kicked out of school, try to turn up at people's homes, all sorts of stuff, try to get people to lose their jobs. Like, affect their personal lives. Like, you got to remember that too. Okay. It wasn't all glitz and glamour. It wasn't all that. But the thing I miss the most about the beef sector, I'm not even going to say old beef sector, the beef sector, because I don't know what this sector is that we have right now. But what I miss is that people were actually doing content. I've said that so many times, that people were actually doing content. And yes, most of them actually came on camera. Oh, wow. Olivia, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Because you didn't have to when you did. I really do appreciate. I really. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing. I just remember something. But yeah, they used to be on camera more. I get that. And they used to actually give content. So their content could have been anything. It could have been a day in their life. They're showing themselves going out. Even right now, you got folks like let us say, uh, Rose. Rose will be outside, and doing stuff. Let us say she'll be out driving, purchasing her, doing her shopping and stuff. That in itself was content, because guess what? You're gonna have a few content creators who are up there in the bushes watching, and they're gonna come and talk about how she looked, the type of food she was buying, and they would like roast like elements of her content. So like people were actually doing stuff, and then you have people come and talk about it. People were planning stuff, not plays, but like pretty much planning stuff. Like, those peas are hard. Hold on. Let me say it again. They were planning stuff. That was a hard P. Man, that one got to me. Hold on. Linda B says, yes, I just stayed away from those people, and there weren't as many of them back then, so I could easily avoid them and not only hear about it in passing. Linda, that's the same thing with me. So like people will say, were you here when so and so happened? I'll be like, yes, I was here, but I wasn't subscribed to everybody. So I may have missed a few things. Doesn't mean I wasn't in here from 2018, you know. It is because I picked and choose who I followed. And like there were some people I didn't choose to listen to, and some people I did. Okay. So like a lot of the epic roast and drags and the names that people have up until today, it is because they were doing content, and people were able to see their backgrounds. People were able to see stuff that they could talk about. Okay. I appreciate that super chat, Olivia. Okay. Linda says the more people who are like that around here, the more people I will be staying away from. You're pretty much like me, Linda. I'll be staying away from stuff. I'm not the one to talk about how, oh, they're doing this and this and that, and be talking badly about them, but I'm still there watching. Like, I can't do that. Like, what do I need to watch you for? Okay. So, like, half of the stuff that happened, I'll be on Bertha Mae's wall. Let's just get that. I'll be on Bertha Mae's wall where I could get some of the stuff. I'll be over there by YouTube cameras. I'll just be around spaces that I can hear, or I'll just read community walls. And sometimes Dimples, even this Heat will be putting stuff on her wall. Like, there are different walls that I could go and look if it comes up in my feed, I must say. So I don't have to be everywhere. Let's put it that way. And for each click that you get, it's just like 1 cent, I think. I don't even know. But at the end of the day, you're not getting my one click. You are not getting my one view. You hear me? My one click and my one view is gonna stay with me. I'll hear about you in passing somewhere before I ever watch you. Okay? Ooh, what do you guys think about the calling yesterday? Were you over there by Room Shaker yesterday? Man, I came in late, but when I got there, there was this lady. I don't even think she left the panel. What was her name? Man, that lady was spicy. What did you guys think about the calling? And I think Room Shaker is going to do another call. Let me go look on her page. Dang, I've been talking for an hour and 34 minutes. Baby, hold on. And I must say that some of the very stuff that happened in the old beef sector, well let me not say old beef sector, in the beef sector, is one of the very reasons why a lot of us don't come on camera over here. Can you imagine trying to get a job and you didn't put nothing about doing nothing on social media and stuff, but they could go and pull you up and see your face plastered in beef sector shit? This is supposed to be like a space for like your guilty pleasure and shit. Like what? Can you imagine doing uh your children online and they see you or hear? Man, people have. Let me tell you something. People have different reasons why they're not on camera, and let me tell you something. It's not the reasons why that you think. Okay, it's not the reasons that you think. Hey Joyce, happy weekend to you, Wagwan. It's not what you think. It's not some of the reasons what you think. Let's just say that. Okay. Yeah, Room Shaker had a whole call in yesterday. Okay. Let me try to see. I think she's gonna do one later on. I think. Let me look on her page. Ooh, is that the wrong Room Shaker? I've never seen her use this pic. Is that the wrong one? Oh Lord. She did a subbies call in yesterday over by Room Shaker, that is. So you should all go over there and watch it. It was hilarious. There was this lady who came on. I did not get to get all the calls, but that lady who came up, who called on the phone yesterday, she was hilarious. I don't think she liked many people in the beef sector, but she's pretty much like one of those historian type because she knows well, not use the word historian, but she's been around for a long time. So she could tell you about everything that happened, okay? She could. And she could talk about everything. She knew everybody's story and she did not hesitate to say what she thought about anyone. And her clapbacks were just instant, okay? So it is what it is. Room Shaker is gonna have a calling show, I think, today. So you guys should stay around to see if it happens. So you could go around and check her out. I'm gonna keep checking on her channel to see if she has it posted. Let me see if she has it posted on her community wall. Okay, so on her community wall, she posted 9 hours ago. That's Room Shaker. She says, "We will redo the subby call in tomorrow, so be prepared." So I'm thinking that's today. Okay, so she's gonna do another subby sound off. So for those who did not get to be a part of the subby sound off yesterday over there by Room Shaker, y'all could go ahead and go watch it today. It should be fun. I may just call in too. The fuck? I may just call in. Okay? I'm just saying. I may just call in. Olivia, it's the best thing to do. You know what? Instead of keeping stuff in and being fake and mean, I don't have time for that. I'm being dead honest. I cannot do that. I cannot do it. It takes too much. It takes too much of your energy to be fake. And I don't stick around fake people, even in my real life. And people will be saying, why do you keep, they call it malice. And you don't talk to this person and you don't, no, I don't talk to that person. I'm a very light-hearted, easygoing, laid back person. I like fun. I like, laughing and stuff. But if I realize that you're one of those persons who will drain my energy with your fakeness, you best believe I'm not going to stick around you. Okay? You better believe that. I am not going to be around you and I'm going to make sure you're not around me. Okay? And that is why I say shout out to my 10 over here half the time because I just want to know. I don't care if there's 50 people in here, 100, whatever. I don't care because at the end of the day, I want to have my supporters around me because then it means you come around me because you like me. I don't want them fake folks around. Shout out to my 10 because the numbers is not a huge factor for me over here. Okay, it is definitely not. I just do what I do. because the more numbers people get over here, it tends to get to their heads, and I cannot allow that to happen. My head is proportional already. I'm okay. I don't want it growing any bigger. Okay. Let me see. Where is Lovely Love? I haven't seen her in a chat in a while. She does say that she watches in the cloud sometimes, so I don't know. Hoping you're okay, Lovely Love. Just in case you're in my bushes, you are so mean. Oh, I passed that one already. HBICs prove that people go where the content they like is no place necessary, and I support Room Shaker. And notice not a lot. Well, a few people said it last week over there by King Roman, but at the same time, Room Shaker is not looking for a space to plant her feet in the beef sector. She's just doing her content. And guess what? We're going to go over there. I'm going to go over there. Shit. I'm going over there because I like her content. I've been watching her for about 3 years or so. I remember when I just started and Room Shaker came on my link to talk and stuff. Okay. She supports me and I support her chat in her chat. That's it. That's all. She shares people out. She drops by in their chat, whatever. It's whatever. At least she knows she's in her own sector. She calls it the health sector or whatever she wants to do. She knows that that's her sector. She knows she's not coming over here to be no beef sector content creator. She's doing her content. She's always been roaming around these YouTube streets. And people are just now starting to talk badly about her. Oh, she's over here in the beef sector. Then what about those other people who've always been around here? You didn't have no problem with them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hypocritical. It is. Charlie, let me say like Charlie says, huggies. Hey, Charlie, and thank you for being a member for 5 months. I appreciate you. And shout out to my 10. Charlie is one of my 10, okay? Shout out to my 10. Shout out to my 10. Okay. I'm just saying, I appreciate my 10. So, like when people talk numbers, I'm like, bitch, I know I got 10 people. Can you imagine having 500 people watching you and 400 or 450 of them hate you? Like all of that bad energy, I don't want that shit, okay? And that is why the numbers don't amaze me. Let me see. Louise says, I wonder if it's the woman from YouTube cameras the other morning. I don't know because I didn't get to see all her live. She had a lot to say. She talked a lot, knew the history, and was definitely with the shits. I don't know if it's her, so I won't be able to like give a comparison. But that woman who went on Room Shakers yesterday for the call-ins, I was cracking up the whole time. I was cracking up. I'm not even gonna lie. And she just had a comeback for everything. So she pretty much said, she's gonna call in if there's another calling. But she really did hit some good points at the end of the day. They asked her who she liked. She says she much prefer to say who she didn't like. You can tell she's been around a lot because she knows almost every storyline that's happened. And people are saying, like, how do you know all of that? It means you were too invested. I'm like, that means you are invested too because you know the same thing she knows. Like, come on. It was fun, Linda. I don't think a lot of people call in, but I think I came in like half an hour or more late. So I only caught that lady, So we're going over by Room Shaker later on. At least I don't look at her as an outsider. I'm looking at her as somebody who's creating content. Some of it happens to be beef sector because she touches a wide variety of topics and stuff, and she does her own thing. Half the times we're out there driving with her and running errands with her. Half the times she's talking about stuff I don't know, but I'll be up there in the clouds. Like, hello. At least she's not coming over here trying to stamp her place, stamp in and say, "Oh, I'm beef sector" or whatever. She's doing her thing, and I like Room Shaker. Okay. Oh yeah, you gotta rewatch you gotta be watching that on 1.5 or 2. That's how I watch some of the stuff that I miss, Charlie. I'm like, it's 1.5. There are not enough hours in the day. Half of the time I'm red balling through and stuff. So like there are some people I do watch outside of the so-called beef sector. I watch Sincere. I watch Cooling, even though I don't know half the stuff she's talking about, but I like Cooling. So it's Sincere, it's Cooling, it is Max. I don't even know how the people she's cussing out sometimes too. Room Shake. Let me stop calling names. Let me just stop right there. I'll just stop at those four for right now. But I do watch outside of the sector because I enjoy. Once you're doing good commentary, good content, I'm gonna watch it. Okay. Lue says Room Shaker feels much more natural. Unlike some of the others, they're deceptive and the desperation of it all. They are desperate for attention, and some of these people are druggies. Druggies in the fact that they need their fix, and their fix is attention from YouTube. Like yesterday, that woman over there by YouTube cameras was just going off. What's her name? Uppity. Like, what was she going off about over there? Like, my God. Did she want to have a moment? Was she drunk? Did she want her name to be called in like one of the recaps? Oh, Uppity was doing. You talk about people like that, you got to clean your room out. Like, my God. My God, let me move away from that very quickly because like I can't do. Yeah, Linda, they're addicted to being seen and heard because, and I say this so often, but I really want you to think about it. If you are in a fulfilled life where the persons who must know and see you and love you show you that kind of love daily, or you get the attention that you need, or you're accustomed, you're not socially awkward, and you get around and stuff. Why would a little YouTube attention over here in the beef sector make you act like that? You seem desperate, like you need this type of validation. You need this. Like you make sure that you enter somebody's panel because you want for someone to see you. You want to be heard because you're not being heard otherwise. Like you just want attention. Like look at me, listen to me, I'm here. Like I'll never get it. But then at the end of the day, like this is the beef sector. Like nothing is supposed to shock you. Nothing, and I mean nothing is supposed to shock you. Okay. Today, me and hubby are going out to eat from my. Oh, it's today. Oh, well, happy birthday, Charlie. Happy birthday to you. And I'm gonna have to try to sing it on Monday too, if I'm able to catch you live in the morning. I don't know if you're gonna go since it's your birthday. But anyways, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Charlie. Happy birthday to you. I'll sing it now because then I don't know what's going to happen on Monday, okay? So happy birthday, Charlie. Okay. Hope the food is as good as you're expecting, okay? You want to go to an Italian spot. Okay. I hope the food is what you expect, okay? Happy birthday. Oh. They're going, okay, girl. Charlie says some folks also never touch grass, and it shows. You are so right. They don't. They do not touch grass, and it shows because they'll be online. You'll see them in the chats. You'll see not only the chats, because with the chats, you could be, multitasking and stuff. Because I'll be multitasking. Some of the times I'm hearing some of the chats. I'm actually working on my computer, so that's different. But then how do you move from one panel to the next panel to the next panel? Like, come on. How? What are you doing? What is going on in your life? Like, for real, for real. I guess it's not for me to know. I don't know. Oh, and shout out to Miss T Velocity. I hope you start going back. I've seen she's been around a little bit. I hope she starts going live a little bit more. And we have a game coming up. Oh my God. Jill has a game coming up over there. We had fun yesterday too. I caught a little bit of Jill yesterday. You'll see it on my community wall. She had some game that she played on her channel yesterday. It was a Jeopardy game. Baby, I would have lost and had my arse Hand it to me over there because I didn't know half of those answers. Listen, Jill. Listen, Jill. Jill has a family feud coming up. I'm gonna be a part of it. Jill, let me. Jill, Paige and Jill, do not, and I mean do not make those questions hard, okay? I I don't know. I'll play my games over here. It doesn't mean I know all these things, okay? Not Carrie Houston, baby. The game was hilarious. You were over there, Linda. It was hilarious, and I enjoy doing stuff like that because it's just fun. It's fun. It's different stuff to do. Like everybody cannot be doing the same darn thing, and that is why whatever I do on here, I try to do it that causes some type of interaction with my subscribers. If you check back all the way back to when I just started doing content on here, I was playing. I've always been playing games. I was doing beef sector related games, like especially the message bitch game, where I would play beef sector snippets, and people had to figure out who was cussing each other out. Like if you go back far enough, you'll see that I always do stuff on my channel for interaction. I'm using YouTube for what it's for. Well, for me, it can be either educational or entertainment. For me, it can be both, but at the same time, I come in here to entertain myself. And if I got people I like, I'm going to be entertained with my people. Okay. So I've always wanted to do stuff that I interact with my subscribers. I've always been like that. So it just is what it is. You're not always going to find me talking about beef sector stuff. Like I just want to have fun. I'm a laid back person, and I like laughing and having fun. So if it means I got to do these things and get my 10 people, it is going to be me and my 10. It's going to be me and my 10. You hear me? Because I'm not going to do all sorts of desperate stuff and be cool with some people who are always talking about fucking beef sector so I could get numbers over here. It'll never happen. Okay? It will never happen.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Hey, it's Carrie. We do what we want over here. We chill, we have open panel discussions, sing karaoke, play games, kick back, or whatever. Let's break the monotony.
My name is Carrie. I'm so.
Bitch, I'll just come on here playing music. Half the time when my subscription numbers go down, it's me and my music, baby. I come on here and play my Jamaican music or whatever type of music I feel like. I'm using this app for what it's for. It's for entertainment, okay? I don't care. I don't care. Like everybody cannot be selling the same soup. So variety is a spice of life, and I'm over here. I do what I want over here. Okay, I do. Linda, it's true. I'll come on here and play music, girl. I'll be cleaning. Notice, Linda, whenever I come on here playing music, it's always mostly on a Saturday because I'll be cleaning and playing music. I have my computer. I'll go on StreamYard and I'll be playing my music, and you guys will be listening to what I listen while I clean. Okay, and I'll be talking. I'll come back to the computer. Or I'll be folding clothes and stuff, and then you see those subscription numbers going down. And I still do it. Unless YouTube sends me too many of those messages, I'll stop. But I don't care enough. Like for real. I am done. Charlie says, we love having fun. Not all of us are about drama all the time. We're a little bit messy sometimes, but it's not all about mess. I like a little bit of mess. Let me tell you something. There are some of us who much prefer to be spectators of the mess as opposed to always in the mess. So you got different viewers. I'll watch the mess. Doesn't mean I want to mess, I don't doesn't mean I want to argue with anyone. I don't even like cussing on here. Do you know that sometimes when I do cuss and stuff, I am embarrassed when I'm done? It's so embarrassing. Like I feel sick. Hey Sassy, happy Saturday. Linda, you laughing at me, girl? Over here, I do what I want over here. Trust and believe. I do what I want over here. I do not work off of people's expectations. because you can never please anyone. I come on here to please my darn self and my 10 people who come to watch me. Like, shout out to my 10 for real, for real. Shout out to my 10. Okay. I'm just saying. Good to see you, Sassy. Let me see who else. So I'm looking forward to Over There by Jill on August 23rd. We're gonna be doing what's it called? I was about to say Jeopardy, but that's not it. What's it called? Ooh, man, it missed me. It's the one that Steve Harvey hosts. My God. Family Feud. Woo! I thought that was going off right there. I always want to play music, but I've been afraid of YouTube. No, I get them all. Okay. Even to this day, I used to play music some of the times. I don't know if we have some of these stanks according to Bertha. Like, you got some folks who will go back to your old videos. Like, I'll be here today and music that I played on my channel like 2 years ago, you'll start seeing these messages coming in from YouTube, and I'm like, some bitch came on my channel and decided to do something. Like, oh, what? You can tell when people are effing around with my channel, but the beauty of it is, hello, this is not my bread and butter. This does not provide me with food, okay? I come in here to entertain myself and the people who fuck with me, okay? That's it. That's all. Family Feud, yeah. Hey, did I say Wagwan? Hey, Madison. Yeah. So that is that. Man, I cannot believe I've been yapping away for an hour and 55 minutes. Like, I don't even talk this much in real life. My God. I don't talk this 1 hour and 55 minutes, 56 actually. Like, is this how I'm talking? My God. Shout out to the beef sector content creators, because the beef sector is not dead. Y'all are just choosing to not watch beef sector content creators. That's my analysis. That I came up to that conclusion. That's my conclusion. The beef sector is not dead. Y'all just choose to watch folks who do different content. Because I still watch beef sector content creators. A few of them, well, a number of them have left, or they're in the skies these days. But beef sector content creators are still out there doing their thing. And shout out to those who can actually hold a panel by themselves, who can actually come on here and do a whole show for an hour, 2, or maybe 3 by themselves, creating their own content. Okay? I'm just saying. So shout out to you guys, okay? Totally correct. But you know what? Lemon seems to fuck up a good Jamaican saying. He says, "I can't be bothered," or something like that. I don't know, because I think the woman was saying "me can't bother," but he says "me can't be bothered." But if he hears that, good luck to him. He's hearing something totally different. I'll be laughing when he's over there. Me can't be bothered, and I'm like, is that what the lady said? When he played the video of what the lady was saying, because I think she was teaching, he showed a clip of what the person was saying, and I'm like, well, now Lemon, that's not what the lady said, because I was listening to the lady. That is not what she said. You heard me can't be bothered. That's not what I heard. I heard me can't bother, because that's the way to say it. Me can't bother. But if that's what you hear, that's what you hear. Maybe who knows? Maybe she's from a different island, and that's how they say it on that island. Who knows? But it's definitely not from the one I came from. Okay. T. Danielle, good morning. I hope you had jelly. I hope you drank coconut. Okay, coconut water. Hold on. I think I have Sassy in the back. Hold on. Let me grab my overlay real quick.
Hey, girl.
Sassy, is that you? Good morning. Let me take this thing down. How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing good. I've been up here yapping away for almost 2 hours.
That's what I said.
It.
I just woke up maybe 30 minutes ago, and I was strolling the streets, and I heard you say I saw you had been live too, and I heard you say you had been yapping and stuff, and life has been lifing this week, so I really haven't watched very much. So what's been going on?
Well, I'm the wrong person, Sassy. I can only tell you a few things. I'm not subscribed to a lot of people at all. But
Yeah,
one of the things I could tell you is that the production that's supposed to happen for Billie Jean, it's not gonna happen.
I did hear that from my back chat, and
Oh.
yeah, I'm a victim of a
Mm-hmm.
Billie Jean production, and but
I'm not laughing. I'm
I
not.
know, right? I know, right? But I'm always, regardless, I'm just my mind works in an unbiased way. So on one side, nobody can really tell me anything until they're the focus of a production, how that makes you feel, because it's not fun, and it's clearly like she has to go in with a motive in mind because, I don't know if she has to, but that's the way it is, right? That's just the way it is.
So you don't think she's just, telling a story
Oh no,
based on?
absolutely not. Oh no, that's
Okay.
that's not factual.
Okay.
She's telling a story, but she's telling a story
From her
based of
perspective.
not of her perspective. I mean, it's our words, right? But it's the story based off of that, like what that person did, right? Because if you were telling the whole story or unbiased story, then you would have to. I mean, you would have to have so much stuff, um,
Okay.
to like give like absolutely like both sides. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
like, like in my situation, you would have, instead of like, oh, you're gonna get a good bra, you know what I mean? Um, to Chat Rep, then you would have told the before that when Chat Rep said that she wanted somebody to help her go shopping. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah, on
understand
her live, right?
Right. So, but having said that, and if I was a person who gave out my name, I would have flagged that, right? Because I didn't think it was fair to have my picture up. Like that was malicious intent, to have my picture up when you knew that I didn't want my picture shown. So I would have flagged that, okay? But on the other side of that, if I were a subby or I were a person that didn't wasn't the focus of those type of shows, it's like part of history.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was saying that earlier on. So she serves to some extent like the historian for the beef sector. Like if there was some major that happened, like a
In
major
production
thing,
form.
yeah, she's the one who will do that, her production, and it stays, in the books for whenever, people want to go see what happened, you know?
Yeah, and I think it's disgusting for anybody to try to take it off of YouTube. I don't, you know what I mean? So but I think she made a good decision. This shit is not worth anybody trying to reach you
Absolutely not.
to.
It there are some people on here who have nothing to lose, and I'm not just speaking specifically on, the situation with her, but there's some people who have nothing to lose and they'll spend all their time trying to make you lose what you got. So
Miserable, miserable,
so if
miserable.
you gotta, protect your peace, if that's what you have to do, you do it.
You have to do it. You have
Right.
to. You have to. Like this is not worth any of that. So I think that part sucks for the sector. Because that's what we keep running into. Not being able to. Like I said, things can be uncomfortable when you put yourself out there. And nobody understands that until you're in that position.
Yeah.
However, that is we there are no victims, you know what I mean? So I can see it on both sides, but like I said, I'm glad that she's not, because I think a lot of people get wrapped up in the ego, and the ego is what
Hmm.
what messes a lot of us up.
Oh yeah.
And I've tried to be very careful, like let me take my ego out of here, because that's where they slip up, and that's when jobs get called, and that's when
Hmm.
parents get called, and that shit is just whack. So I hated to hear that. I was like, what? I mean, it's just that's just
And
it's miserable, people.
I was saying it earlier on that a lot of people choose not to show their faces on here. It's not because they don't like what they see when they look in the mirror. It's that some people really do have things to lose. And I'm
Get
like,
to lose.
just imagine trying to get a job. Well, not me, but just imagine trying to get a job and they go look you up and see your face or your name attached to stuff in the beef sector. Like, come on.
I
Can
mean,
you
I already
imagine?
have a job. You think I want people in
What?
my
Oh,
job
that too.
knowing anything about this? And I
Right.
used to joke, and it's not a joke, but I used to say it all the time back in the day. Like, if you call my parents, they writing me out the wheel. They not talking to me. Like, it's gonna be
I'm not
it's gonna be a
laughing.
problem. It's gonna be like, seriously, there's not gonna be a laughing matter. It's gonna be a
Right.
fucking problem. Like, I don't have them kind of parents that, like they're
Mhm.
gonna be like, you seriously put us, in jeopardy over this bullshit? Like, so
Right, because
I
they'll
don't.
take your face and plaster it over all
Oh
sorts of stuff. You
gosh.
never know where your face will be
No,
with
it's
these
ridiculous.
people.
Or what they can find with this. So I don't even get
Right,
that, because that's a troll move. People, trying to make you feel like, you need to go through what they went through,
right.
to be solidified. No, I can learn from your mistakes and through you, and not have to, go through everything. Because
Exactly.
every single one of them that have shown themselves have been through that, just
And
shit that I would never want to go through.
I said it to myself, like I've heard people say it already, like I've been doxxed before. Like they say it like it's nothing anymore. Like it's
Defense,
supposed to be like a part of the ritual.
defense
Like,
mechanism.
but
Defense.
at the same time, who wants to experience that? And then you say that, but then you go ahead doing the same thing to someone. You know how it made you feel. You know how it affected you. Why would you do that? Like people get
Because then
doxxed and they go doxxing other folks
because
too.
they get bitter after that. They get extremely bitter.
Right.
I mean, it's traumatizing, and nobody wants to really come out and say that, this is traumatizing. This is awful. This caused me embarrassment. This was, and then, like I said, they turn around and they do the exact same thing to somebody else, because they're a part of the cycle. And
Right.
that's them. I don't choose to spend my time on here doing anything like that.
It is easy to get caught up over here, but if you don't know like how to remove yourself from toxic stuff, if you are too addicted and you do not know how to withdraw yourself from some of these things, you get caught up. You end up messing your life up because then your ego becomes too big.
It's the ego, yeah. So
Mhm. But to be honest, though, Stassi, apart from that, I don't know anything else happening over here. I'm
huh.
telling you the God truth. Room Shaker had a call in yesterday, so that was one.
A call in,
Oh yeah, subscribers calling. So
a beef sector call in.
I don't know if I want to say it was beef sector because she did say that anybody from any sector could call in. So it's from any sector at that point. Because before it actually happened, like in one of her previous lives, she would say, "Y'all can even come talk about me, cuss me out, people from my sector and stuff." So the subbies were able to call in. I think she's gonna do a do-over today because not a lot of people were able to call in yesterday. So that's the only other thing. So apart from the situation with the production, Room Shaker, I cannot think of anything else that's going on in the sector at all, or even if it happened, I forgot.
What are those womenettes over there doing? I've missed them the whole week. I haven't seen what they got going on.
I
Oh,
won't be. Ooh, I just heard that 88 had some stuff going on. I don't know, some legal stuff. So they were saying she was out here calling people's parole officers and stuff, and now she has one. I don't know much about what's going on over by Lemon because I can't focus for too long
yeah,
over
but
there.
how does 88 come into Lemon? What does that mean? She called somebody's probation officer in the beef sector?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I'm just telling you snippets, girl. I don't stay too long, and Lemon is up late, so I don't always be over. I don't always stay over there. And there are
mhm.
some people who goes on his panel that I don't want to hear their high pitched voice, so I can't stay for too long. Then you got another one who just wants attention. I just can't do it.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah, I
it's
definitely
too much
have to when I
for
go
me.
over
I don't
there.
want to be.
I definitely have to pick and choose, depending on who he's into it with.
Right.
Sometimes I can go straight through it because it's just all a bunch of shenanigans, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, no, 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 thank you.
Mm. So it does depend on what's going on over there. Then I'll stick
Mhm.
around. Yeah,
Mhm.
it
Oh
does.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If
I
it's not,
was just asking if
'cause
you're a beef sector.
yeah, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not about to listen to Uppity for hours, and
No,
that's on anybody.
definitely not listening to. Ooh, hold on one second. Whenever we call her name, hold on real quick. We
Okay.
got stuff to do once we call her name. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Clean this shit up. My
We
apologies.
have to call her name. Ooh.
Baby,
Mm-mm.
you got to get the old school stuff. You got to get the Comet, the Bleach, the real You know what I'm saying, girl? You might have to go to the dollar store and get some Fabuloso. Like, you gotta get the old school. None of this, what's this bougie shit I got in here that I ain't buying again? What is that shit, kid?
Need
What is
something. She was over there by YouTube cameras acting a plum fool yesterday, talking about the meet up with Sheffy and what's his name? I don't remember his name. I'm seeing his face, but I can't remember his name. Ghetto intellect. So she was there. She just had a bunch of nothing to say. Like, I can't listen to her. I'm sorry.
No.
I just can't. I don't know.
doing
I
it?
don't know. I lose interest. I'm losing interest in the beef sector. So I tend to only watch like folks who really entertain me these days. So
Oh yeah, for sure.
no.
I mean, I need to do a members live, but we're probably just going to end up kicking back because I'm gonna have to tell them like I wasn't watching this week. It doesn't sound like, and even when I'm not watching, my people, like ODS will tell me something's going on or Tony Montana or something, but they haven't even said anything. Amongst the other people that will, chit chat with me. So we're just gonna have to like kick back and
Yeah, just vibe off your chat, Yeah,
yeah.
there's not much. And if there's anybody else who knows anything that happened, you could tell, but I don't know. Those are the only two things I can recall. And I don't watch a lot of people, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I've been for the last year. Is I'm unsubscribed to so many people. So when people say something happened, I'm like, oh, okay, it really is news to me because I didn't even get
everything is secondhand for
the
me.
notification. Yeah, which is I like it like that because I wanted to, step back
gradually.
Yeah,
Gradually,
exactly.
that is what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Gradually.
Exactly.
And I just stick around those who I enjoy their content. That's about it for me.
Yeah.
I'm gradually stepping away. Miss Cruiser seems to be fully out. I don't see her talking about anything that's happening in the sector. She's
is she?
doing her own thing. Oh yeah, she's not in. I don't. I need to. You're gonna do one with bug spray. They told me to get one for the roaches, so we'll see how that goes.
I cannot say that word, that R word.
The roaches?
Oh,
ooh, let me help you out. Oh my God. Are you terrified of them?
I am. I had a horrible experience. You want me to tell you real quick since we don't know? So when I was in college, I rented a duplex in a very exclusive neighborhood. The only reason why I could afford it is, I guess, probably because financial aid and my parents and all that stuff, right?
Hold on. Let me make sure this is T Danielle. Was that you, T? Hold on. Is that you, T Danielle?
Yes, it's me. Hey, Carrie.
Good morning. All right, let me finish hearing Stassi, and then you could go ahead, okay?
That's right.
So rented this duplex, and it was literally, and I'm only giving you this background because it makes it's pertinent. So it's literally was a mansion. They split it up, made it into duplex for the purposes of them living by the house being by the university. You know how people do that, right? $1 million houses surrounding us, right? My parents like, okay, this will be a good little neighborhood. Boo boo boo, girl. It was like in a city where it's at sea level, I guess that's what you would call it. Girl, woken up in the middle of the night by something crumbling. I live by myself. Girl, them big ass things, that word that you just said. Yes, girl, girl.
It came from the ceiling?
No, it can't. It was. They were everywhere. They were. I've been traumatized since college, so I literally don't even say the word.
How long were you in that room before they started coming out?
In the house? It was a house. I mean, it was a house.
Yeah.
It was a duplex. Well, almost like immediately. Well, I don't know, like gradually, I guess, like, right. I guess it was kind of like they were dormant until like really when I really found out there was a problem when the washer and dryer was in a shed in the back. And I can't talk about it. Anyway, I'm done with the story. It was I'm traumatized. And at that point, that's when I said, it doesn't even matter what neighborhood you live in or whatever in this city, like it. And then the people who lived around there were just kind of like, well, that's just that's the issue that we have. And I was like,
Mm,
what? So
they were living with it.
I think they did stuff, you know what I'm saying, that probably our landlord wasn't willing to do to minimize it. But like he told me to put a something in the middle of the floor with some apple cores, and he's like, they'll just all run into there, and then you could. I was
Oh
like,
Lord,
what?
no, I couldn't do it.
Oh, weird white
Mm,
girl. Anyway, girl. So
mm.
that's I can't. I don't even say the word.
You know, I get that. That's like my fear of birds.
Oh,
I
you
got a
see
real
your
fear of birds.
birds?
Oh yeah, like really. I
Oh,
stay away from. They're beautiful and everything. I'll look at them, but I'm afraid of them, especially when a lot of them are swarmed in an area. I can't do it. I
oh,
don't
damn,
know.
because that happens a lot. I bet you that's kind of
One day I was minding my own business at school. That- I prefer not to say it, but then one flew on me. This was in the middle of a class, and I'll just leave that right there.
yeah, that's kind of
Oh, it was.
look at Charlie bringing out her Karen talking about I
Oh.
would have sued that motherfucker. Karen, I cannot sue the lady.
That man was busy telling her what she could use to get rid of those
Right.
roaches. Child, hold on one second. T Danielle,
Hey,
what's
Carrie.
going on, girl?
I did, but it was a well, I'm not there anymore. So in Portsmore,
Mm-hmm.
it was different.
It was different.
It
That was
was
that your first time
different.
trying it?
It was my first time trying it there.
Okay, but it didn't taste too good.
No, I liked it.
Okay, well I'm
I liked
glad.
it. Hubby didn't like it. He was like, no, 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 no,
It
no.
wasn't cold.
It was cold.
No, he wasn't feeling it.
He was like, no, I don't like it. My daughter liked it.
It's good for the heart.
I think it, and you know, he old, so he definitely needed it. But he said he didn't like it. But he
Oh.
liked the food, and he liked that it was a slower. Because I mean, we've been, you know, to the resorts or whatever, but you know, this is a
Mm-hmm.
more residential place,
Mm-hmm.
so he liked that more because the pace is slower. Traveling with him is a different experience.
I can imagine.
Because he really literally just wants to sit on the water. I mean, we're in our second place now. He doesn't want to go,
And do
like,
too
he'll do
much.
like dinners and stuff like that. My
Mm-hmm.
baby and I are like, we in the street or wherever we go. Nah,
Right. He
and he
wants to
don't
relax.
drink, girl. So
Well, you won't have fun with me because I'm not a drinker either. I'll sip on something if I feel like once a year,
he won't
probably.
even do that.
Mm-mm. He's like me. We would work. I'm a calm person, and then when I feel like I'll go find fun stuff to do. But I'm a calm person. I just want to relax most of the times when I go.
Oh no, if I'm
You
traveling, I am in the street.
you would not do well with me because I'll spend hours at the beach just looking out. Okay,
And that's exactly, and we have a balcony, and
that's my
that's
fun.
exactly what he. Cause
Okay,
we can't. We've
I
been
want
here.
nature.
I'll message you exactly where I am.
Hmm.
The second day, and he's literally just been on the balcony.
Yeah, looking out, taking everything in. That's me.
Oh no, well, you and I will never travel together then.
It doesn't mean I wouldn't go out, but I just want to take everything in. Thank you for
But
coming
how
up,
long are you
Sassy.
gonna take everything in? How
I just
long does taking that in last?
It depends on how long the trip is. It
Well,
depends on
I go back home the 19th. So
oh, you got some good time, girl. You got good
yeah,
time.
but
So I'll take like the first day or two to be, whatever. But then I want to go out and sightsee. I want to go see what's going on, but I don't want to
okay,
do
so
too much.
then we can do it then. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go. I'm not a club person. I'm not talking about going to clubs or nothing like that.
Mhm.
Wherever I go, I want to go in and take in whatever that city,
Yeah,
country, or whatever has to
culture.
offer. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
because I enjoy looking at different cultures and stuff.
Right.
I
But
love
see, with
that.
him, it's
I
always you're
appreciate
walking me
other
too
cultures.
much. You're walking me too much. Well, why are we here?
No, that's not good.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not good.
And then it's hot. Yeah, because I'm
It
not
is
traveling
supposed to be
anywhere
hot.
cold.
Right. It's the summer. It's supposed to be hot, especially where you are. It is hot. Okay. It's
And
supposed to be
then
hot.
when I live in Chicago, it get cold. I I'm not gonna travel somewhere that gets cold. I get enough of that at home.
Right, exactly. It
I
kills me when I hear
refuse to
people
travel cold
complaining.
places.
You're from a cold place and you go somewhere that's
Right.
warm.
I'm gonna find
Appreciate
some
the
warm
difference.
cold and snow. No.
Right, exactly. And I
So
prefer the cold. I don't know.
so
But
I am having a good time. Like I'm messaging you now where I am now.
okay, let me see. That's cool. It is cool though. He encourage him to just, I don't know. You may
I
maybe you
do
don't
once he
do.
start oh Lord, I almost said his name. Um he will eventually like he'll do small stuff. But if it's a far walk or anything like that, now see, I don't mind walking because I want to see everything. But no, are you there?
I'm looking, but I don't see nothing.
Well, give it a second, maybe because
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Yeah, I get it though. I get it. I get that. But you don't want to have to be going somewhere and hearing complaints everywhere you go. I don't like that part.
he doesn't. He'll because like today I said, well, babe, do you want to go out with us? We're just gonna go, walk along the beach. There are like a lot of places to shop over here, and he's like, yeah, we can do that.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
And the crazy thing about it is that's the first time, as everybody knows, as much as I love New Orleans, that's the very first time with him is the first time I went and didn't drink anything.
Why didn't you drink?
Who wants to drink alone?
You're supposed to have your fun. Like I go out with folks and they're like, "So you're not drinking anything?" And I'm like, "Am I gonna die if I don't?" Like, so you mean you're not gonna drink anything? I'll have
And
my
see,
lemonade. I'll have a
I
pina
don't want to
colada
be.
with no alcohol in it. I'll be good. You're not. They
I
look at me like I'm an
love it.
outcast. Okay.
Mm-mm.
But I'm like, I could still enjoy myself. Like, come on. I've never, listen, when I was younger, I did a lot of drinking and I'm getting older. So I'm like, I don't fancy like alcohol and stuff anymore. I don't know. And
And
I
that,
don't even like the
Carrie, I
smell of
don't
it.
drink at all at home. But if I'm going to New Orleans, I'm gonna drink. Where the place that we just left, rum punch is one of my favorite things.
Drink it.
And be drunk by myself. What's the fun in that?
You're saying both of you should be drunk and having fun. Oh, I
Yes.
guess.
When I travel with my cousin who's slash my bestie, if you guys are on my social media, the people that I like on here, you'll see my bestie cousin. When I travel with him, baby, we have a time. Do you hear me?
That's good. It looks like you're gonna have to ask your cousin to come with you.
Oh
So
yeah, we
whenever
we
you're ready, you're
already are
gonna have.
planning a trip.
Okay, there you
But
go.
and the only thing is when what we run into with them is and I'm not, I promise I'm not just saying this because he's my cousin. He's very handsome. So I get a whole lot of nasty looks from girls. So I told him I was going to buy a little t-shirt that says this is my cousin. Like
I'm not
flirt with him.
laughing.
Talk to him if you want to. He's my cousin. He's not my man.
That's a good idea. You can put in your shirt. You can talk to him. That's my cousin.
He's my cousin.
Baby. So
Yes, because I get so many nasty looks, and you
because
can
they
see the
want to
women
talk
are
to
looking at
him.
him. Girl, talk
Oh
to him. That's not my man.
my God.
What's the dear self? She likes him. She's like, ooh, you gotta hook me and cousin up. I'm like, girl, you
Is
better
he
be
a
able to
ladies'
feed
man?
him. No, he's not.
Okay, because you got to be careful when they're too handsome. You got to be careful.
You know what? No, he's not. He actually is, and I promise again, I'm not saying it just because he's my cousin. He's a really good guy.
Okay, that's good.
He just married a no good trollop.
Oh, oh, so he's married too.
No, he's divorced.
Okay. Well,
But
baby,
all my girl cousins, we told when we first met her, we knew we didn't like her.
you
We
try to
were like,
tell him, huh?
we just told him we didn't like her. We couldn't put our finger on why, so of course he married her anyway.
Mm.
But we always knew we would get together and be like, I don't like her. But I mean, how do you tell somebody that you don't like who they're in love with? Then that
Right.
causes, trauma with us, and we didn't want
Yeah.
to do that either. But once he was done with her, we were like, we never liked her.
Told
He was like,
everything.
well, why didn't you say anything? We were like, because you liked her.
And when people are in love, they don't want to hear anything you
They
gotta
don't
say.
want to hear
When
right.
you're
So how do we
pointing
go
stuff
to
out,
him? And then he
baby.
would have looked at it as this just a girl thing.
Hmm.
So we had to be quiet for a few years, but he's divorced now.
He found out. He fucked around and found out.
Girl, she's a,
I've had
when I
go
say
ahead.
trollop, she's a trollop.
Oh God. I've had friends that I've seen or said a thing or two, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave them alone. They'll find out what they need to find out. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I don't like sitting back to I don't like sitting
That's
back
a
and like
very,
watching this
because
stuff
that's a
happen.
thin line though. Because like I said, with him, I definitely wanted to say something. I mean, I
Hmm.
never knew about her unfaithfulness or whatever, because I'd have definitely said something about that. But I just kind of always knew it was something about her we just never liked.
And you couldn't quite put your hand. It's her
No.
energy, probably. It was her
Yes.
energy. That's what it was.
Yes. And then she was a piss poor stepmom. She didn't. I feel like if you marry somebody, then them and their children should come as a package. And she just wasn't
Right.
interested in his daughter and all of that. And it was just a mess.
Yeah, whoever if you're in a situation where you're in a relationship with someone, the love you have for that person, you should be able to love their offspring in the same way. You should be
That's
able
how I
to
feel.
transfer that love, you know, to
That's
that
how I
person because
feel.
essentially they're an extension of the person you're with. Hey, Kimberly,
Oh, let me answer her other.
Louie,
Oh, well, I
I'm
can
coming
answer.
back
I'm
to
up
you.
here. Kimberly, other than her aesthetic, because she's gorgeous, I have no idea. I don't know because, like I said, I never liked her, so I never tried to really get into what he. I mean, later on, I think we talked about it a little bit, but I didn't really want to hear it once they were divorced. But I know aesthetically, that definitely was it. I never got deeper with their. Ugh. I'm just glad she gone.
Well, I'm happy that he didn't have to stick around with her for too long. Man, I work off energy, and if I don't like you and your
I'm
energy, I'm not
gone.
sticking around with you at
I'm
all.
gone. Yep.
Mm-mm.
And I'm definitely a one and done. Once I feel like you've done me wrong, my parents taught me I'm gone.
I'm like that. Man, my parents didn't tell me. I'm just like that. Like I don't want you, messing up my energy. If I get the wrong energy or feel from you, I cannot stick around you for too long,
No, there's no
especially in
conversation.
my
We're
real
not
life.
talking about it. I'm just gone.
Me too. I've said that on here, especially with men too. Like
Hmm.
we'll be together. Bad saying this. Like previously, let me put that in. Like if we're not, you could never cheat on me, and I have a discussion with you about it.
Mm-mm.
Like
I feel
I'll
that
just
way
be
too.
gone. You
Because what
just
we
not
talking
hear from
about?
me. Like what is there to discuss?
And then for you to lie to me and tell me you're not gonna do it again, and then ultimately I found out you no, I don't have time for all
No,
that.
I don't like. There's just if somebody does something to me, like I'm friends or anyone. If you're supposed to be my friend and you do something to me or say something about me, you think I'm going to talk to you about it once I know it was you, or maybe if I ask and I find out it's you. You
If
didn't.
I
You think
ask,
I?
then I already
Yeah,
know, and I'm just not gonna deal with it.
right. And I
Well, I'm
don't have
gonna hop
nothing
down
to
because they
talk to
waking
you
up,
about.
Carrie. I'll
Okay.
message
All
you
right.
later on. They're waking up.
Okay. Have a good day. Enjoy yourself and be
Thank
safe.
you.
All
Thank you.
right.
Bye bye.
Bye. Um, let me see. Louie. Louie, I haven't listened to. Let me see if I could find that thing again. I haven't been able to listen to a sound clash in a long time. The last one I went to, because I used to go to those things, I'll be very honest with you. I've been to a thing or two. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard about Fully Loaded or those types of show. I used to go to those clashes and stuff. With like Tony Maturon and them folks, but I haven't done it in a long time because I don't go out anymore. Like, there are certain things that would never miss me. But I don't know. I'm getting old and I'm accepting it, so I just do like right now. I do things where I just kick back and be easy. I got friends who ask me for rhythms and stuff. Like, if you Stone Love is a good one. Bass Odyssey, especially Bass Odyssey, the next generation, not just Bass Odyssey. Oh yeah, so those people. But I don't listen to. I don't know how to say, but you got to remember, Louis, that there are different genres of music that originated in Jamaica. So reggae is different from dance hall music. So I don't know which one you're referring to. So I don't know which one. Are you referring to reggae music or dance hall music? That's the thing. So all of them, yeah. That okay, there you go. So Louis, you know then. You know. Okay. But I don't listen to music, dance hall music like that anymore. I've kind of evolved from that. I can't, well, not evolved. I don't know. It's the music these days are different, and I don't like to hear like these new artists. They don't. This I guess this is why I can't listen to Shakim's music, because he does not stay on the rhythm. He doesn't know how to ride the rhythm. He doesn't know how to stay on. He's a few seconds away from, I don't know how to explain what he's got going on, but he does not stay on the rhythm, on the beat. He does not know how to stay on the beat. And I'm like, if it's live on stream, I've said it before. I'm like, man, I don't even want to talk. I like Sly Dunbar's rhythm. So rhythms, Sly and Robbie probably. Show I like Showtime rhythm. It's an old one, but that is one I like. Let me see which other one I like. I can't think of any off the top of my head, because then again, I don't know all their names. I don't know all their names. So if I hear them, I'll know the songs. Hey, Jill. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, that's that on that. I think I'm gonna get up off of here. Jill, it is so good to see you. I was talking. Let me tell you something, Jill. When I heard you were doing this game and you said it's Family Feud, please don't make those questions hard. I'm scared. Are you gonna use some like the ones that are from Steve Harvey's show? I'm scared. Okay. And I watched that game yesterday and I'm like, oh my God, I thank God it's not Jeopardy, because I don't know what happened to me. I don't know. Please make sure it's really Family Feud, okay? So we can just, call the answers and, it goes just like the game of Family Feud, because I'm nervous, okay? I don't know why I'm so nervous. I don't know. But your live yesterday was really good. I had fun. I came in late, but I did have fun, okay? I did. I did. So I'm looking forward to August 23rd. I'm going to have to make sure. Let me see what day it's going to fall on, cuz I got to make sure. One, you got to remind me of the time, cuz I got to make, oh, that's on a Saturday. Oh my God. I got to have to make time for it. Yeah. Ooh, it's back to school time, child. Oh my God, I'm getting nervous. I'm happy and I'm nervous at this. Oh, baby. Did y'all finish your back to school shopping and stuff? I do it a little bit differently. I do back to school shopping like this the second week after school ends, so I don't ever get caught up in folks and their crazy stuff during school shopping. Hold on. You came late. Well, hold on. Speaking of the bodyguard, hold on. When I click on my mouse like this, I remember Miss T Velocity. Shout out to Miss T Velocity, because I be hearing her clicking to the different messages, and I'm like, here I go clicking on mine. But I was working on my computer earlier on. Hold on. Let me use this screen. Speaking of the bodyguard, y'all, I was watching a thing with Kevin and Whitney. Did y'all think they were in love? He was crying. I saw that clip, if it's the same one we're talking about, Charlie, and I don't think it was the same, because I read some of the comments for that very same video, and they were like, "This is a clip," and they pieced it together to make it seem as if were in the same room. I don't know if it's the same one, but I do recall seeing that, and I feel so bad because Kevin Costner, I think he has dementia or something like that. Let me type it in. Hold on, let me grab my phone. Kevin Costner. I used to think he was so cute. I don't know. Maybe I'm sick. I used to like him when I was younger. That was way back, okay? Okay. He is 70 years old. He was an okay looking guy, you know. I'm just saying, or maybe it's because of the time, you know, because of the movie, and you know, it was just this dude who was just so nice and calm and was proving his love. Hold on. Hold on. I think it was because it was a love story. I don't know. Kevin Costner. Is it dementia? I'm going to type in dementia anyway. Oh my God. These freaking nails. I can spell dementia. Don't do me like that. I'm not laughing. Hold on. He does not have Alzheimer's. Rumor alleges Kevin Costner became. Wait. I need to find a reliable source. I'm not doing. Oh Lord, I'm definitely not clicking on Fox News. Hold on. Nah, let me get off of this. I don't see like no credible. Can I use Times of India? Probably not. Like, is there like a real good source that I could go on? I'm not reading from any of these places. HelloMagazine.com. I'll click on this. I don't know if it's a reliable source, but I'll read from it. Okay, so it says Kevin Costner. What? It came off. He was suffering from kidney stones in 2015. All right, I don't want to read that. I'll just leave that alone. I'll leave that alone. So it's 4 p.m. Okay. I'll do my best to be there. I am ready to have fun. I hope nobody's home that day. I'm gonna have to make arrangements because people are so inquisitive sometimes. And it's a weekend, girl. Ah! Oh my God. Saturday, not Sunday. Yeah, okay. Fully loaded. And you could type in the next generation, Louis. It depends because they're the base Odyssey from that time, and then the next generation are the younger ones. I think they're their sons and whatever. So they played. I've had situations where we've used them to do stuff, but I don't want to give too much because some people are just too they get little pieces of your life and they go try to hunt stuff down. But I do know of the next generation base Odyssey. I'll just leave it right there. Nothing else. It was a short and child was crying. They got yup. He's so offbeat. I'm way behind in the chat. I love Barris. Oh my God. I haven't been to any of his more recent shows, but I always try to be at whichever one I can get time to go to. But I love Barris. I do. He's kind of shaky right now, but he's still singing. I love Barris Hammond. You hear me? I love that man. Oh my God. Don't get me started on Beresford Hammond, okay? I love that man. I've had some good moments. I've had people I've dated before hate me or hate Barris. I can tell some stories about Barris Hammond that he doesn't. Baby, I've had people I've been with hate Barris for no reason, and they have to go to a Barris show with me and sit and sulk and pout all night while I'm there singing my Barris Hammond songs. Okay, I'll be. I try to be in. I've had issues with exes because of Barris. I can't tell you too much, but it's caused real problems. You hear me? Like actual problems, actual relationship problems. Okay. It's so stupid. Yeah, like I couldn't spell dementia. Man, baby, lots of reggae festivals. That's where most of them are because the place they're from, it's the thing. Well, they say about a king that is never crowned or accepted in their own country. So that is why they do all these European tours. So you find that the people in those other countries appreciate their music more than the land that they're actually from. It's kind of something. Scary a person. You can't go to Barry something show with your friends. I don't got a lot of friends. Well, I can, but they don't like my type of music, Kaki. I don't got a lot of friends though, but the few that I have, they would go. But then when you're going to spaces that got a lot of crowds and stuff, you gotta have a man around you. Okay, so who's gonna drive you? Like I'm not driving myself to any darn show. Hello? Okay. But anyways, it's caused some problems, a problem or two. Okay. If I wasn't in a relationship, I couldn't go to his show. Baby, he got sugar in his voice. Okay, but he's old now. Not that it means a big thing, but the appeal is a little bit different. But I love him. Now I'm gonna have to go play some Barris Hammond when I get up off of here. He is 69 now, and he's still doing his thing. Shout out to Barris, child. Hey Dana Smith. Hey everybody coming in. There's this song I like from him. The way you make me feel. Hold on, let me find it. I got it. Now I'm gonna have to play Barris this morning. I'm gonna cause some problems in here. Okay. There's a one that he did with Neo that I like and Shaggy. Mm, I'm gonna find it. Let me type that one in. It's not coming up. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find it. I love Barris. I just love him. Okay. I don't know. You started something up for this morning. But if Barris only knew the problems he caused in my relationships. Hmm. That's all I gotta say, baby. It is hilarious now thinking about it. Now that I think about it, yeah. Let me see if I could find the song. All of these, I don't know. I need to find the official music. Hold on. This may not be the best song because especially if you don't have an ear for this type of music, you may not like it. But I like that song. Probably you should find the better version of it. But for right now, that hold on. Hey, cause I can fight this feeling. Feels so right. Hold on, I got somebody in the back. Hold on. Let me make sure this is Jilly Jill.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey girl, hey. Or no, I should say Wagwan.
Wagwan. Wagwan, girl.
Wagwan, Jill. What's going on, girl?
Nothing. I said I haven't been over here in a while. Well, on the piano.
Well, Jill,
Came.
we had fun yesterday. Oh my god, I was talking about that before you came in my early part of my live. Baby,
Oh,
I
hey,
was
chat.
laughing the whole time.
Them questions, chat.
But at the same time, I was saying to myself, I would have lost. I would have lost that game.
Oh my God. The questions was crazy. Okay. I
They
was like,
were.
I knew I should have made, but I wanted to give it a test drive
Mhm.
to see how it, how to work that
The Jeopardy.
yeah, the Jeopardy game
But
in
you're not going to
terms.
be playing that for the 23rd, right? It's
No,
not going to
no,
be
no. We're
Jeopardy at
playing
all.
Family Feud.
Thank
No, no,
you.
no, no, no.
And it's going
It's
to be
go.
questions. I'm sorry to cut you. Is it going to be questions like those that we see on TV with Steve Harvey and whatever? Is it going to be
Yeah,
like,
with a little twist.
oh my God, not
I want to have
Family
fun with
Feud?
it. But it's not gonna be. It's gonna be. Listen, if you black, you're gonna be fine, and if
Okay.
you hang around blacks, you're gonna be fine.
Oh
I'm
my
just
God.
saying because it.
Oh my
I
God.
want to put some funny twisters to it.
Okay.
So we can have fun, but it's gonna be sensible stuff.
Okay.
Things that it's not gonna be off standish or nothing like that.
I
So.
hope. I hope you gotta make sure a little stuff is in there for people of different cultures. You gotta remember that.
Oh no, it is. It is.
Hey,
But I was just
Mario.
saying, even the people with different cultures, you still could relate to,
Okay. All right. Well, I
what I
feel okay.
mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
You
you
said
still could
okay.
relate to
Okay. I feel better because I'm like, whoa, this Jeopardy game is really making me rethink stuff.
Okay, listen, if you watch stuff like Boys in the Hood and all that good stuff, you can relate to some of the twists that I'm gonna put in
Okay.
there.
Well, that again is if you like watching the shows because I wasn't a movie person, but it's okay. I'm
Well,
okay.
you know what? It's not going to be pertaining to so much of the movie. I ain't giving all of it. But
No, don't say it.
no,
Don't
but
say
listen,
it.
it's not going to be, but it's just like little sayings, little sayings that we say. You know what I mean?
Oh, I
And
got
stuff
you.
like that. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Now, what you was talking about?
Do you have you ever heard about Barris?
Paris sound
Barris
familiar.
Hammond, musician?
Yes, 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 yes,
Well, if
yes.
you were in New York, you gotta know him.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
It was Kaki who brought him up. It wasn't Kaki or Louis, one of the two. Okay.
I heard when I came in, you were talking about good music. I miss. Oh,
Yeah.
I
I
miss.
don't
I don't
even
even
listen
know.
to
I don't
old
listen to
music.
no. I don't know nothing about any new music. And you
Neither do I.
guys, only when I come here, this is how I get enlightened on some music because and my girls they listen to some of it but not all because they
Mhm.
like they were brought up on old school, you know what I
Right.
mean?
So they
So
appreciate old school music.
yes, so they friends be looking at them like, what you know about
That's like me. I was sharing this sometime last week. I was saying that I grew up and somehow one of my parents felt like they were like those disc jocks or something, and he'll kill me on Saturdays. Okay, we know I could tell you the name. I could sing every song from 40 or 50 years ago. Okay,
see?
I,
Yeah,
all those old reggae music and stuff like
I
I
grew up the
know them.
same way. I grew up the same way.
My God.
With the oldies, because I mean, but today the music is definitely trash. I
No, it's
told my mom, you used to call our music trash. What you think about
mm-mm,
today? She like, oh no, no, no. I
mm-mm.
don't know what's going on. Hey, Red.
And I
Hey,
still do
Doggy.
appreciate reggae. Well, I have a few people I listen to, like Chronics and those other folks. I do listen to a few of them, and some of them it's their older songs, but like the newer ones, especially for dance hall music, it's a no for me.
Oh, I
It's
don't
a
even know
definite no for me.
anything.
I don't
I'm
know their
still
names.
stuck on I think the
It sounds like
latest
noise.
reggae probably would be, I think, in the 90s. After that, they lost me.
Baby,
They lost
baby.
me because I don't know. It just got rubbish.
Mhm. But I could tell you a few like newer reggae artists that maybe you could listen to their music. It's okay to listen to.
Oh, let me write it down. Oh,
Yeah. like I was saying, Chronix. How does his name spell? CHRONIXXX. I think. Don't quote me, girl.
XX. Don't quote me.
You probably like Taurus has
Okay.
been around for a while, like a Taurus Riley. You've heard of him before?
I gotta hear something ahead, but I probably
Yeah,
have.
he sings, and he did a really good John Legend cover that I like too, because he sings, you know. So I listen
Mm,
to him, a Taurus Riley, a Chronix, sometimes a Jacure, probably.
okay.
But Chronix is a definite yes. Okay. Him.
Okay. I'm gonna definitely check them out and tune
Yeah.
because I tuned out of the music. I don't even listen to radio station. Like I just don't. I because it's not music anymore. I'm like,
Mm,
no one's
sounds like
singing.
noise.
No one's singing. They're like got all this voice control stuff
Mm,
going on,
like
and
they don't have good producers anymore to tell them their music sounds like crap.
that's
That's
true.
the real thing. They
That's
are
true.
not like real musicians. It's just a bunch of folks who have access to computer and beats and stuff.
I was just about
But
to
they don't
say
got
that.
like real people to tell them. They don't have access to live bands like people who make real music and stuff. So they don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna write the list in the chat. But
I
they
was
don't
about to
know.
say basement. I was about to say basement music, but
Yeah.
I can't say basement music because it was some good music come out that basement. Okay,
Yeah.
back in the day. So I can't clown basement music because
Yeah,
I
but
know
they
some
don't know how to stick to the rhythm, to the
they
beat,
don't.
music. I don't know what the hell I'm listening to.
They
I
don't.
can't do it.
Everybody
I'm
sound
scared of
like
it.
they on syrup.
And if you notice, when I do karaoke, I don't even be singing songs that are in my time. The fuck, I'll be going way back.
Yeah, you got to get
Oh,
some good music with the lyrics that make sense and have meaning.
exactly. There you
Yeah,
go.
I miss that. I truly do miss
Good storytelling.
we lost a lot of legends. That's for
Yep,
sure.
that is so true.
We lost a
I
lot
would,
of legends
I
and
would put Shaggy. Shaggy is
Shaggy.
legendary.
Ooh,
And
Shaggy. Wait,
Bonita.
he's still making
Oh yeah.
music.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
I heard, what's the name of the guy? I don't even remember what his name is. Like some dude. Is he the dude that was with Cardi B? I don't know their names. One of those guys did a whole song the other day, and people are going rage about the song, how good it is, and they didn't even know it was the sound of a reggae artist that he was mimicking. A Barrington Levy. I don't know if people. I don't know what
I
cocky. You
used
could
to
probably
like
tell.
Barenton too.
Barrington
Mhm.
Levy, right? And I'm like, are these people going out? I first saw it on Kai Senet, if that's how his name is pronounced, on his one of his videos, and I'm like, these people are acting all crazy about this one line or stuff that the guy says in his song, and I'm like, that's a Jamaican artist he's mimicking. I hope Barrington Levy hears and like sues his ass. Like, I hope so, because that's the thing that's making the song hot. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Okay.
Is
So
it
in the same way,
Kaki?
who? Ba-
I was
Kaki?
reading the name in the chat.
Kaki, yeah.
Kaki,
Who is
the
that
Baron.
who got sued the other day? It's a
Lila, like.
it's what's her name? She did that oh, what's her name?
Oh, you wrote them in the chat. Okay.
Uh-huh. Can't remember the name of that Jamaican guy who sued. Ugh. Why
Now
can't
I
I
don't
remember?
remember Roman Virgo.
Yeah, he's good.
That name
I don't
doesn't stand
remember
out to me.
his name. Hmm.
And
Man.
that's my hydroponic machine beeping in the back. I ain't on no machine,
Go for my
okay?
girl.
I ain't on no machine. That's about one of mine. They want some water.
I'm laughing because I remember what's his name? Who every time he goes up, it sounds like he's on a machine.
Oh, ooh,
Noble.
Noble. Child. And he be
Amen.
getting hot, baby. He's like, ain't no fucking machine.
Oh, I just remember
Those my birds, girl. I
Yeah, I
felt
wonder
out.
if he's puffing on something. I don't know if he's on one of those vape machines or something. Because what is that sound? I don't know what it is. Okay, I was saying this the other day. Miley Cyrus got sued by a Jamaican dancehall artist because she used a line out of his song, and I was thinking the same thing when I heard this song a few weeks ago. I hope that Barrington Levy hears that line out of his song and goes to, because they think they can use people's things and not give credit to where credit is due. So Miley Cyrus had to fork over $300 million. I don't remember how long ago it was. She had this
For
Jamaican
real?
dancehall artist music. She was singing his line in her song, acting like it's hers. Baby, when that guy caught wind of that song, he sued her ass and got $300 million out of her. Okay. It was a 300 million lawsuit. Okay. And I'm like, I hope this guy sues the ass out of this. I can't remember the name of the guy.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that did happen. Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's what's going to be happening. See, and now you see it rotates. Using people's stuff. It's not a wise
Yeah,
idea. It's not
right.
a wise idea.
And they should stop or give art credit to the artist or, get permission, do something.
Exactly. At least let them get a little bit of royalties off of it. You know
Right.
what I mean? Because everybody, we're in the business, right? I mean, you're in the business and you want to get paid. So you will want to get paid for your stuff.
Exactly.
So, you should at least let them get some royalties off of it, and give them a shout out. That it's not like it's their entire song, but you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Give them
Mhm.
some notoriety. That's all.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Yeah. I'm
Oh
just
my
saying.
God. How long you've been on for 2 hours?
I'm getting up off of
Girl.
here.
Oh,
I'm
almost
almost
three.
3 hours, Jill. I need to
Oh
get off
my
of here because
God. I was in here
Jill,
cleaning,
I
so
was
I
shocked
didn't
when I
even.
saw I was approaching 2 hours. And I'm
Wow.
like, I don't talk this much in real life.
I'm gonna have to catch a replay because I was in here cleaning. I said, nope, no YouTube early in the morning. Get up
Oh,
and go clean and do what you got to do and finish some projects. And then I hopped on. I said, damn, everybody live. So I started skipping around. I was like, okay, let me go over here and kick it back with Carrie, see
thank
what they
you.
talking about. And I was like, oh, I see I missed a lot of lives last night.
Oh, yeah.
Child,
A lot
I got to
going
catch
on.
up. I see Deanna was going crack him.
Ooh, you saw Deanna's baby.
I didn't listen to it yet. I just see
I
she in.
I
I
got
think
up this
she's
morning.
on
I
now,
saw that
isn't
one.
she?
She had me cracking up. But then, she went live while, baby, I gotta go replay. She did a half an hour, 35-minute live. So I gotta go check that one out that she did this morning. She said it's
Yeah.
titled "Baby." It's a scandalous and a shame. I'm gonna go look to see what I missed that she went and talked about over there this morning.
Yeah, I saw
So
she
I'm gonna
did a
have
few lives last night or something, or
baby.
early this morning. I skimmed through just now just to see what I missed last
You're
night.
gonna
I said,
laugh.
oh my God. I said, damn, everybody was live last night
I
and
went
early
to
this morning.
Right. Jay Dunn went live. Then when I got up, I saw ODS and that I missed an ODS and Deanna, and I listened to those two before I came on here. And I
Ah,
was laughing the whole show. You're gonna find it was funny.
okay.
Especially Rick Reed clicked on ODS's live last night. That was funny. And of course, Deanna's live, she was roasting the hell out of somebody in another sector.
Oh,
And so
Jesus.
that one
Damn.
that was funny. It was
Okay.
just something to chuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm gonna get a.
Oh, Lou, that's my song.
So what
To
you mean this
experience to
one?
be taken
Taken
for
for a stroll
stroll. Yes,
to
experience
experience for someone.
someone to rock and roll. Hey, oh,
Go away, you know good music, girl.
yes. Oh, how
I
she
don't know this.
pronounce it? Lola?
Hey, Miss LA, Louie.
Oh, Louie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know this My Woman,
Louie.
My Woman. I know another song that says My Woman, My Woman. She is a problem.
Oh,
But I don't know
yes.
who sings that one.
I don't know
I
that.
know the
I don't
songs, but
know
not
who
the
sung
people's names.
that.
Miss LA.
That's a good rubber dub song.
Yeah. No way.
Dang, y'all got me. Oh, I should have put y'all making me
I'm
want to
gonna be
go
playing
out
some music. I'm just gonna go watch Deanna's 35-minute video, and then I'm gonna go play my Barris and some old reggae music. Thanks to Louie and Byron. Okay.
Yes, I'm about to. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to watch some videos while I prepare my meal. And then I'm gonna turn on some tunes and craft for the
Okay.
night.
Yes. Have a
Yeah.
wonderful day, Jill. And you
You
know I appreciate
too.
you for
Thank
coming
you for
on.
having
Right.
me. And enjoy your weekend and
I will.
get ready for Family Feud, girl.
Yes, I am ready for it. Okay, I am. I really am.
All
I
right, y'all have a wonderful day, chat. I'll be back in the chat. You say you about to go get off,
Mhm.
but I'm going back in the chat.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right. Thank you. All right. So I want to say a special shout out to Jill's Comfort Zone. I want to say a special shout out to Sassy and a special shout out to T Danielle for coming up on my live stream today. I appreciate you all because you know you didn't have to, but you did, and that's the thing. You did not have to. But the fact that you took time out of your day to do that, I appreciate you because I'm just saying, like, people don't have to click on your link. I don't know. I don't have that type of big head, okay? My head is not that big. So the fact that people take their time out to click on your link, it means, that, you know, yeah. So shout out to Sassy, shout out to T Daniel, and shout out to Jills. Thank you so much for coming up. Shout out to every single person who typed in the chat. I appreciate you for being, my supporters. Shout out to my 10 as always, because I appreciate you for real. Because I'll be seeing you, my 10, on Monday when we get back to playing our game. Shout out to my 10. So I gotta make sure I shout my 10 out, okay? So shout out to my 10 folks who come through, or to everybody. Just shout out to everyone who comes through and supports my channel. I also want to say thank you to Olivia is Cool for the donation to the channel this morning, as well as Resto Chesto. Resto came through and Resto came through and told me to pick a number. And me with myself, I picked a low number, and whatever number the number I picked was the amount he gave me in a super chat, and I really do appreciate that. Okay, so shout out to Resto and shout out to Olivia is Cool. Thank you for spending your morning with me. Thank you to everybody who typed in the chat and who were a part of the conversation. You didn't have to be here, but you came, and that's the reason why I appreciate you. Shout out to everyone. Okay, so again, Olivia and Resto, thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Okay, and to those who click the link, and for those who are watching from the clouds, I appreciate you guys also. Okay, I don't know what's going on in the streets. I know I'm gonna go watch to see what. Oh, so Jay Dunn is doing Big Brother content, so you guys can go over there. Let me see if it's live or was it a video. She's live. So Jay Dunn loves her Big Brother, so she did that. Who else did I see go live? Deanna went live, Reed went live, so you got those that you can go and watch. Room Shaker is supposed to be doing a call in again today, so let's see. What happens. I'm seeing that Sir King went live. Sir King's title says, "Come quick. Those kids don't like Brianna." Wilson's Stank Attitude. Let me click on it to see what else it says. And Room Shaker. So he had those three things in his title. It is what it is. I appreciate everyone for supporting my channel. I'll see you when I see you, and I think maybe the next time I'll see you is on Monday for games. Tomorrow I got a pretty busy schedule. I got stuff to do on the road. I got some shopping to do. I got stuff to do, baby. So I am not so sure about coming on here tomorrow. Hell, I may come back on here later on. I don't know. It depends on what's going on. I appreciate everyone. Do something good for somebody today. For those who do not go outside, go and touch the grass. And even if you don't have grass where you are, go outside and touch the concrete. Touch something. Go outside. Go check on your lawn. Go do something. Go outside and stop just sitting in here doing nothing, okay? Don't just be inside all day doing absolutely nothing. Pay attention to your children for those who are not. Like, do stuff with your family. And for those who can, do something good for somebody today. Okay? All right. Do something good for somebody. Do one act of kindness if you can. A smallest act of kindness if you can. All right. That's it for today. I'll see you guys around these YouTube streets. And shout out to my 10. Louie says, in your words, big up yourself. Yeah, big up on yourself. Okay, I appreciate that, Louie. All right. Gots to go. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye.